Hello, everyone. Fantastic. It does indeed seem that we are live right now. Today we're going to be reading something that, when I was younger, certainly went down in infamy as possibly the worst fanfiction ever written. So bad, it's funny. And there's been a lot of debate over whether it was a parody. I think it really was, to be honest. Whether someone who claimed online to have written it actually wrote it, and it doesn't seem they did. I'm pretty sure it was someone who we still don't know the identity of. Just for laughs and stuff, making fun of fanfictions and Mary Sues and stuff that was going on back then. And yeah. So I'm gonna make a browser capture in OBS. The reason I didn't do this before stream is because I was kind of in a rush. I was kind of like, but also because what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Also because what is that? What was I saying? Sorry for the unprofessionalism. Also because when I open up YouTube to check that I'm definitely streaming, I don't want you guys to have to see that and hear all the echo and stuff. It's not great. So yeah. I'm just gonna we're just gonna do paste in the URL na 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 na. This all seems fine. Yep, it works alright. There we are. I'm just gonna hang out in the corner here. And we're gonna start reading. I feel like this needs some music though. I promised you guys I was gonna have internet overload music and I made it. Bit fast though. Maybe not this track. It's probably a bit better. So just maybe lower it just a little bit. Alright. Now we got that. Hey, my bro! Oh boy. Yeah, we're reading this. In fact, maybe if I... There we go. That'd be a little bit better. Just so you can see the white text. Probably, right? Yeah, we get started on this mess of a story. It's funny though. It's funny. And I thought it was good for Spooky Month, because Spooky Month isn't all just scares and stuff like that. You know. It's goofs, it's laughs, it's cutesy stuff too. Maybe I'll move myself over here. Nah, because that covers the text. Hold on. I think I got the strap. We'll put it here. We'll go to stream elements. We'll just change the color of the text for today. If it'll load. Wait, does this dox me? No, it doesn't. It's still got this over it. Okay. Right? It doesn't seem to be showing when I scroll. Does it dox me if I open up stream elements? I don't know. Let's let's switch to this for now. Just in case. Streaming tools. All we're doing really is just changing the color of the chat. Because right now it's in white and that doesn't show up very well. And we're back! just gonna test the chat works good. Wait. Is it gonna pop up? There we go. There we go. We did it. Well, now that's done. I'm not actually sure how browser stuff works all that well in OBS, I'll be honest. Does it work better as a window capture, maybe? Let's just test it out. It does seem to, because the browser way just doesn't seem to do what I want it to. Yeah. Yeah, now it's scrolling. Okay. Wasn't too hard to figure out. But now it is considerably bigger. I'll do. You don't need to see the whole thing. Just, you know, most of it. Alright. Without further ado, guys, I'm gonna finally get started on reading my Immortal. Be warned, this is gonna have a little swearing, a lot of edginess. It's gonna be funny though. It's gonna be spelt horribly. I'm gonna try my best to pronounce it how it's spelt, even though it's spelt wrong. It just makes it more funny. Anyhow, we're gonna get cracky-lacking. Chapter 1. AN. Special fangs. Get it? Because I'm gothic. That's a bit better for my purposes, so go. To my GF, ew, not in that way, Raven, bloody tears, 666, for helping me with the story and spelling. You rock. Justin, you're the love of my depressing life. You rock too. MCR rocks. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way. I think if you don't know what the story is, you know it after that line, surely. And I have long, ebony black hair. That's how I got my name. With purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back and icy blue eyes like limpid tears. And a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Amy Lee. And if you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Gerard Way. I wish I was. He's a major fucking height. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England. When I'm in the 7th year, I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell. I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt. Pink fishnets and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them. Ooh, edgy. Hey, Ebony, shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. What's up, Draco? I asked. Nothing, he said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me and I had to go away. AN, is it good? That means author's note. Is it good? Please tell me, fangs. Chapter 2. Author's note. Thanks to Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with that chapter. VTW, stop flaming my story, okay? The next day I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. Okay. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony and inside it was hot pink velvet. With black lace on the end. I got out of my coffin and took off my giant MCR t-shirt which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. Put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears, and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. Always the messy bun in these fanfictions. My friend Willow, voice note, Raven, this is you. Woke up and grinned at me. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini. These descriptions of their outfits are just way too much, man. With the black mini, fishnets, and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup. Black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner. By the way, when I make fun of fanfiction, it's because it's coming from a place of relatability. I used to write a lot of it back in the day. I used to write about anime mostly. Should I expose myself and embarrass myself? Yeah, sure I will. I wrote something on Quotev, which is what I used at the time, because you could make quizzes and stuff too. I wrote something on Quotev that I think I uploaded to Wattpad as well, but it didn't do as well, called Anime Note. The idea of it was that, unlike the Death Note, where you kill people when you write their names in it, with the Anime Note, it would be like, if a character was written in it, they would start to exist in your world. It was the most, like, wish fulfillment bullshit ever. And I think I got, like, a lot of engagement on it. Like, a lot of people read it. And a lot of people even liked it. I was like, whoa! I guess it's because I've always had really good grammar and spelling and everything. And I guess it was fairly well written for what it was, which was cheap wish fulfillment bullshit from a fangirl who self-inserted herself into the story. Not as the main character, though. I was essentially the Shinigami. You know, like how in Death Note you have Ryuk? Yeah, I was like the Ryuk of that story. I wasn't really doing anything cringy as such. I was just kind of giving commentary on the reader insert main character and her terrible choices. And I guess, like, stopping them from doing anything a bit too crazy in the story. That's basically how it was going. It was still a wish fulfillment garbage, though. I wouldn't be surprised if I deleted everything, but if you could still find it online, by all means read it. I'm not that embarrassed. I did it when I was like 14, something like that. Yeah. If you want some free, it's not even cringe as such, just like, hey, this was actually a well-written fanfiction, but it's still fanfiction, it's still wish fulfillment. If you wanted anything like that, that's where it's at. Apparently a lot of people liked it. Ah, jeez, at one point I was like, let's try out the rulebook. Let's have any cartoon character, any gaming character. I just feel like it. And after that, I just quit. I stopped updating because I was so bored of writing it. I didn't really know where to go in the story after that, but oh well. That's how fanfiction goes, I guess. I still read fanfiction from time to time. It could be fun. Anyway, where was I? Oh, after the makeup, yep. Oh, MFG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah, so, I said, blushing. Do you like Draco? She asked as we went out of the Slytherin common room. Of course they're fucking Slytherins. And into the Great Hall. No, I so fucking don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me. Hi, he said. Hi, I replied flirtily. Guess what, he said. What, I asked. Well, good Charlotte having a concert in Hogsmeade. He told me. Oh my fucking god, I screamed. I love GC. They are my favourite band besides MCR. Well, do you want to go with me? He asked. I gasped. That's just the end of the chapter, I guess. Author's note. Stop flaming the story, perps, okay? Otherwise, thanks to the gothic people for that good review. Thanks again, Raven. Oh yeah, VTW, I don't own this or the lyrics for good Charlotte. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Trust me, this is gonna get a lot more funny. It's just kind of mid at the moment. It gets more funny. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. I put on matching fishnets on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed there. I'd say trigger warning, but yeah, I guess it's still a trigger warning because the way they just kind of like casually throw it in there. It's kind of disrespectful to actual self-harm, but you know, there is self-harm in the story. It's not traumatic or anything. It's just disrespectful. So I slit one of my wrists. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some GC. Doesn't say what the book is, anything like that. I think she's a fake fan. Come on, get with it. Read some Edgar Allan Poe or something. Come on. My favourite's Frankenstein. That's a good gothic book. Then again, something tells me she wouldn't have the patience for Frankenstein. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They were playing the show too. Oh, this takes me back. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner. Author's note, a lot faux cool boys wear it, okay. Hi Draco, I said in a depressed voice. Hi Ebony, he said back. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz. The license plate said 666. I flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. You come in cold, you come... Well, this is just like lyrics, isn't it? I'm not gonna read that. I don't want to be copyright struck. I don't own the lyrics to that song. Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay, I don't like him better than you, I said. Really, said Draco sensitively. He put his arm around me all protective. Really, I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with fucking Hillary. Fucking tough. I fucking hate that little bitch. How can you hate Hillary Duff, man? What? Oh. Elliot. I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for the autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz. This has had surprisingly good grammar for a little while. But Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into the Forbidden Forest! Chapter 4. For some reason, it's in the same chapter. Okay. Author's note. I said stop flaming, okay? Ebony's name is N.O.B., not Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that he is acting different. They knew each other before, okay? Draco, I shouted, what the fuck do you think you are doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and he walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. What the fucking hell? I asked angrily. Ebony, he asked. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing colour contact, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and then suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. And then, suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately, Draco climbed on top of me. We started to make out keenly against a tree. He took off my top and I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. And he put his thingy into my you-know-what. And we did it for the first time. Wow. Wow, this also doesn't seem innocent at all, no. Oh, I screamed. I was beginning to get an. We started to kiss everywhere and my pale body became all warm. And then, what the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? It was Dumbledore! Author's note, stop flaming. If you flam, it means you're a prep or a poser. That only reason Dumbledore swore is because he had a headache, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good rebuttals. Dumbledore made and Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools, he shouted. I started to cry tears of blood down my pallid face. Has the author know the word pallid? Just curious. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, which is surprisingly spelt well, who were both looking very angry. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest, he yelled in a furious voice. Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? Asked Professor McGonagall. How dare you? Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked, because I love her! Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, fine, very well, you may go up to your rooms. Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. Are you okay, Ebony? Draco asked me gently. Yeah, I guess, I lied. I went to the girls... What the fuck? Okay. Well, I knocked over my cherry aid on the desk. Don't know how I did that. Maybe there's just a ghost in my room that's really mad at me for reading this terrible fanfiction. Where was I? I think here. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut black floor-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom and he started to sing I Just Wanna Live by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight and he reluctantly went back into his room. Chapter 6, author's note. Shoot up, Frips, okay? P.S. I will not update up till you give me good revals. The next day I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end. And a matching top with red skulls all over it. And high-heeled boots that were black. They always describe the outfits like in way too much detail and everything else in far too little. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings. Ooh, edgy. And 2 crosses in my ears. I spray painted my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk. And a glass of red blood. Suddenly someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. Bastard! I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up because I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair with red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face. And he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses, just like Draco's. And there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. He was so that my body went all I saw him kind of like I'm a Carl, so I didn't get one, you sicko. I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. That's alright, what's your name, I questioned. My name's Harry Potter, although most call me Vampire these days, he grumbled. Why, I exclaimed. Because I love the taste of human blood, he giggled. Well, I am a vampire, I confessed. Really, he whimpered. Yeah, I roared. XD. We sat down to talk for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him. Chapter 7, Bring Me to Life. Author's note, well, okay, you guys, I'm only writing this because I got 5 God reviews. And VTuber, I won't write down next chapter till I get 10 God Vons. Stove flaming or I'll report you. Ebony isn't a Marisu, okay? She isn't perfect, she's a satanist. Nets. And she has problems, she's depressed for God's sake. I should put on a different music. Nice. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist things on my nails and red nail polish. Author's note, does that sound like a Marusu to you? I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door. Then we started Frenching passively. And we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. Then I took off my black leather bra and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked. And then he put his boys thingy in mine. And we had sex. She is that stupid. Oh, Draco, I screamed while getting on. When all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I'd never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it, bloody gothic writing were the words, Vampire. I was so angry. You bastard, I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed. No, you don't understand, Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway. Whoa, homophobia. I put on my clothes all huffily and then slumped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big, you know what? But I was too mad to care. Oh man, this story is awful. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter, you motherfucker, I yelled. I am deceased. Oh man. Funny shit. Stop flashing, okay? If you do, then you are a prep. Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room even though he was naked and started begging me to take him back. Ebony, it's not what you think, Draco screamed sadly. My friend Bloody Mary Smith smiled at me understatedly. She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin and she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born? Okay. Her real parents are vampires and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith and not Granger, since she has converted to Satanism and she is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor. Okay. What is it you desire, you ridiculous dimwits? Snape demanded angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco, I shouted at him. Everyone gasped. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire and bi and so is Ebony for a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems and now he was gothic, haha, like I would hang out with a prep. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said Vampire. Yeah, fucking right, fuck off you bastard, I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest where I lost my virility to Draco and then I started to bust into tears. She's like the least reasonable MC I've ever read. Ah, man. Author's note. Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Besides, I said he had a headache and resin snap doesn't lick Harry. Now it's because he's Christian and Vampire is a Satanist. MCR Ross. Okay. Okay. Where were we? Here. I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against a tree where I did. Then all of a suddenly, a horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie. And he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort. No, I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted, Imperious, and I couldn't run away. Crookshanks, I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. Ebony, he yelled. Thou must kill Vampire Potter. I thought about Vampire and his sexy eyes. And his gothic black hair and now how his face looks just like Joel Madden. I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went with him and they broke up? Go, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. Honestly, yeah, there weren't enough guns in the Harry Potter franchise. You want a job done right? You give him a gun. Oh my goodness. No, please, I begged. Thou must, he yelled. If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a dude, you are so... R-worded, a look on his face. I have telekinesis. He answered cruelly. That's not telepathy, but okay. And if you doth not kill vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco, he shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. Azabunga! I'm a bunga, dark side of Obama. Welcome a bunga. We love a bunga here. I'm reading probably one of the dumbest fanfictions ever conceived. I am watching you. Well, this is a stream. And if you doth not kill vampire, then thou will know what will happen to Draco, who shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad. I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods. Draco, I said. Hi, he said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram? Get it? Between Joel Madden and Gerard May. Look outside. How am I? I'm good. I'm in a room with blackout blinds. And only one door to get in that I can watch all the time, so I'm fine. You didn't really think this through, Bunga, did you? You can't out-demon a demon in a Bunga. A Bunga says, I hate Harry Potter. Well, then the story will probably be great for you, because it's really bad. And hilariously so. Are you okay, I asked. FBI, open up. FBI doesn't operate in this jurisdiction. No me Americano. No, he answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me. I expelled. It's okay, he said, all depressed, and we went into Hogwarts together. I can do that voice off a Bunga. Oh jeez. Oh, there's no opens up with homophobia. Stupid you game. F words. If you do not lick Miss Story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle after all, and she and vampire that's why they move the houses okay. I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset went to her rehearsals with my gothic metal band Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I am the lead singer of it and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot and MCR. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire Draco, Ron, although we call him Diablo now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in, and a Hagrid. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you could kill a vampire is with a CROSS. There's no way I'm writing that. Or mistake. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie. Oh, welcome, Yuki. Pokemon game stream when? I'm gonna be doing Insurgents again tomorrow. Don't you worry. A vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs. A tiny matching mini skirt that says Simple Plan on the butt. You might think I'm a sloot, but I'm really not. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song I suddenly burst into tears. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily. And then I said, well, Voldemort came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry. But I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears. Haha, missing fart. Missing fart? Am I gonna get these nuts or something? Apparently Abunga's getting violent now. Suddenly Draco jumped out from behind a wall. Why did you fucking tell me? He shouted. How could you fucking poser muggle bitch. See, is that out of character? I started to cry and cry. You're ghastly? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I remember fart now, yeah. I thought you sang up a D's nuts joke or something. But yeah, no, I remember ghastly. I remember my fart. I know my fart very well. My good stinky fart. It's a good boy. Or is it a girl? I can't remember. Is my fart a girl? Come on, man. You named them. Yes, I did. And I like Prick just as much. Prick is a good boy. Spit. Abunga be spitting. I cast umbrella. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery. And I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache. What have you done? He started to cry wisely. See, that's basically not swearing. And this time he was really upset, and you will see why. Ebony Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists. Chapter 11. Author's note, I said stoop, flaming up preps. See if this chapter is stupid. 11111. It deals with really Swiss-ish SPC for yourself if it's so stupid. thanks to my friend Raven for helping me. No, I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me while I told her fuck off, and I ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room because he would look like a perv that way. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slit both of my wrists. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. See why I think this is probably a parody? I grabbed a stake and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide. Meaty. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it sadly. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me and he was taking a videotape of me. And Lupin was masticating to it. Let me just get up the definition. Do you like my background, by the way? I'm not even spelling it right, man. And yes, one of my bookmarks is the Beetlejuice musical. I am a big fan. Chew food. He was chewing food. He's innocent, I tell you. They were sitting on their broomsticks. Are you fucking perv? Stop looking at me naked. Are you pedos or what? I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. Suddenly, vampire ran in. Abracadabra. That reminds me of Pokemon. Power, good taste. Thank you, Yuki. I agree. She's best girl. Absolute best girl. I want to cosplay her one of these days. She'll be fairly easy, but the contacts are the hardest part. Because so many of these places like want to sell you cheap contacts that are really bad for your eyes. He yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Dumbledore! Emily, it has been revealed that someone has... No! He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk." "What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student." What? I may be a Hogwarts student. Hagrid paused angrily. But I am also a Satanist. "This cannot be," Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand when Dumbledore's wand had shot him. "There must be other factors." "You don't have any," I yelled in madly. Lupin held up the camera elephantly. "The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there." I felt faint, more than I normally do. Like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. "Why are you doing this?" Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. What is cloak? It's like a Scottish way of saying it. And I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood because it felt faint. I don't know what's going on, but this is amusing. We're reading my Immortal. It's a very famous parody fanfic. It's pretty funny. I don't know what's really going on either. All I know is Ebony has a gun and she shot some guys. And Hagrid is apparently a Satanist. And then I heard the words that I heard, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked or happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. Because Hagrid said, and he paused in the air, dramatically, waved his hand in the air. Waving his hand in the air, sorry. I would hate to butcher this wonderful, hilarious, did I say hilarious? No, wonderful, serious, great grammar, spelling, punctuation story. Yes. Then swooped he in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of the song by 50 Cent. Because you're gothic? Snap asked in a little afraid voice. Because he was a friend, it meant he was connected with Satan. Because I love her! Okay. Author's note. Stop F-ing. Okay, Hagrid is a pedo to a lot of people in American schools. I lick that. I wanted to address that issue. How do you know Snap? Aunt Christian plus Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony. That was Cedric, okay? Any of you understand that? Because I didn't. I stopped. How did you know? I saw it, and my scar turned back into the lightning bolt. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into the lightning bolt. Save me. Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage! Oh! Oh dear. Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office, now recovering from my slit wrists. Snap and Lupin and Hagrid were there too. They were going to send mangoes after they recovered because they were pedophiles. And you can't have those fucking perps teaching in a school with lots of hot girls. Dumbledore had constipated the video camera. They took off me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. NOB, I need to tell you something, he said in a V-serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. You know I fucking hate the colour pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you, I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being gothic. No, NOB, Hagrid says, these are not roses. What, are they goths to you, poser prep? I asked because I was angry that he brought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton P video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated. See, is that spelt wrong? To it, he added silently. Whatever, I yelled angrily. And girly. Like angry and girly at the same time. So much for not liking pink roses. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. These aren't roses. He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, well, if you wanted, honestly, that's all you had to say. Oh, that's not a spell. That's an MCR song, I corrected him wisely. I know, I was just warming up my vocal cords, says. And then he screamed, Petulous Miringo me Cremically Romacio. But all you cool gothic MCR fans out, comma, there, comma. That is a tribute, especially for Raven, I love you girl. Immortal KO. And then the roses turned into a huge black flame, floating in the middle of the air, and it was black, and now I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you. Now what the fuck is Draco? Hagrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. You see an NOB, Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. To see what is that flames, how you reviewers flames get it. You must find yourself first, K. I'm having a rough time with this grammar. I have found myself, okay, you mean old man, Hagrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. My neck's hurting. There we go. Should be. I'll try a bit better for my neck. Can sit a bit more naturally now. I lean back too much so they can't track me, right? No. Oh man. I have to tuck my legs in under the desk. Because I don't want a sore back. Let's go in VTube Studio. There we go. That looks better. Okay, now my neck issues are fixed. Where were we? Was it here? Hagrid yelled, Dumbledore looked shocked. Shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. Hagrid stormed off back into his bed. You are a liar, Prof. Dumbledore. Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends, with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Yeah, I put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots, pictures of Billy Joel Armstrong on them. I put my hair all around me, so I look like Samara from The Ring. If you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fuck off. I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. You look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. Thanks, get it? You do too, I said sadly too, but I was still upset. I slit both of my wrists, not rings, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magical magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared and he had used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. No, I'm a Hufflepuff! I want to get blood though. I don't think demons have blood, do they? I don't know, I never went to a demon health class. Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi back, I said in an workily said way. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other. He's screaming each other. Stop it now, you horny simpletons, shouted Professor McGoggle, who was watching us, and so was everyone else. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Draco, I shouted, and I ran away angrily. Just then he started to scream, OMFG, no, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. And my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. Did we read this before? I feel like it's repeating. Special thanks to Raven, my gothic blood sister. What the fuck? You're supposed to reach this 1111 1111. Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater Chapter 13. Author's note. Raven, thanks for gulping me again. I'm sorry I took your poster of Gerard, but that guy is such a fucking sex bomb. Perps, stop flaminging. Vampire and I ran up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. We were so scared. Dumbledore, Dumbledore, we both yelled. Dumbledore came there. What is it that you want now, you despicable snobs? He asked angrily. Voldemort has Draco, we shouted at the same time. He laughed in an evil voice. No, don't. We need to save Draco, we begged. No, he said meanly. I don't give a darn what Voldemort does to Draco. Not after how much he misbehaved in school, especially with you, Ebony, he said while he frowned looking at me. Besides, I never liked him that much anyway. Then he walked away. Vampire started crying. My Draco, he moaned. Author's note, don't you thick gay guys are lick so hot. It's okay, I tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood. Then he had a brainstorm. I had an idea, he exclaimed. What, I asked him. You'll see, he said. He took out his wand and did a spell. Then, suddenly, we're in Voldemort's lair. We ran in with our wands out, just as we heard a croon voice say, Alakadabra. Oh, man, that's gotta be sacrilegious. It was Voldemort. Chapter 14. Oh, there's no... Fuck off, Perps, okay? Raven, thanks for helping again. I'm sorry I couldn't update, but I was depressed and I had to go to the hospital because I slipped my wrists. P.S. I'm not updating till you give me 10 God revowels. Warning. Some of this chapter is extremely scary. Viewer excretion advised. Yeah, guys, you gotta excrete some fluids now. It's advised. I'm personally gonna sweat. Because reading this is really hard work. Oh boy. We ran to where Voldemort was. It turned out that Voldemort wasn't there. Instead, that fat guy who killed Cedric was. Draco was there crying. Tears of blood. Snaketail was torturing him. Vampire and I ran in front of Snaketail. Rid my sight, you despicable Perps, he shouted as we started shooting him with the gun. He then suddenly He looked at me, and he fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes. Dot, he said. In this, he is 16 years old, so he's not a pedophile, okay? What? I asked. N.B, I love you, will you have sex with me? Oh, snake tail. I started laughing crudely. What the fuck? You torture my BF? Then you expect me to fuck you? God, you are so fucked up, you fucking bastard, I said angrily. Then I stabbed him in the heart. Blood poured out of it like a fountain. No! He screamed. He started screaming and running around. Then he fell down and died. I burst into tears sadly. Snake tail, what art thou doing? Called Voldemort. Then he started coming. I just remind me of A4 Nyan doing the soundboard. I'm gonna come. We could hear his high heels clacking to us. So we got on our broomsticks and we flew to Hogwarts. We went to my room. Vampire went away. Then I started crying. What's wrong, honey? Asked Draco, taking off his clothes so we could scream. He had a sex pack. Get it? Because he's so sick. And a really huge urinal and everything. It's so unfair, I yielded. Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls and preps here except for Bloody Mary because she's not ugly or anything? Why would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. They are such fucking sluts. Oh, so Draco. Yeah, but everyone is in love with me. Like Snape and Lupin took a video of me naked. Hargreaves says he's in love with me. Vampire likes me and now even Snake Tail is in love with me. I just want to be with you, okay, Draco? Why couldn't Satan have made me less beautiful? And don't worry, Enemy isn't a snob or anything, but a lot of people have told her she's pretty. I'm good at too many things. Why can't I just be normal? It's a fucking curse. Curse of the Mary Sue, I guess. I shouted and then I ran away. Chapter 15. Stop. Stoop blaming, okay? VTuber, you suck. From now on, every Tim someone flams me, I'm gonna slit me wrists. Thanks to Raven for plebine. Ebony, shouted Draco sadly. No, please come back, but I was too mad. Whatever, now you can go and have sex with Vampire, I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed my black door with my blood red key. It had a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. He looked so sad. And it reminded me of Draco and Vampire. I started to cry and weep. I took a razor and started to slit my wrists. I drank the blood all depressed. Then I looked at my black GC watch. I noticed it was time to go to biology class. Oh man. I put on a short, ripped black gothic dress that said Anarchy on the front in blood red letters and was all ripped and a spiky belt. Under that I put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said Joel all over them with blood red letters. I put my ebony black hair out. Anyway, I went downstairs feeling all sad and depressed as usual. I did some advanced biology work. Okay? I was turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. Suddenly the guitar turned to Draco! Ah! Man. N.B, I love you, he shouted sadly. I don't care what those fucker prep town posers think. You are the most beautiful girl in the world. Put me down a bit. There you go. so that I can... There we go. You are the most beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I used to want to commit suicide all the time. Now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you. Then he started to sing The Chronicles of Life and Death. We considered it our song now because we fell in love when Joel was singing it. Right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic and sexy, like a cross between Gerard, Joel, Chester, Pierre, and Marilyn Manson. Author's note, don't you think those guys are so hot? If you do not know who they are, get the fuck out of here. Oh, MFG, I said after he was finished. Some fucking prep stared at us, but I just stuck up my middle fingers that were covered in black nail polish and were entwined with Draco's now at them. I love you, I said, and we started to kiss just like Hilary Duff. I fucking hate that bitch. And CMM in a Cinderella story. Then we went away holding hands. Yes, I'm a bit sleepy. Lupin shouted at us, but he stopped because everyone was clapping by how sexy we looked together. Then I saw a poster. Then everyone clapped. I saw a poster saying that MCR would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then. We looked at each other all shocked and then we went together. Author's note, no you know what? Shut up, okay? Prove to me you're not preps. Raven, you suck, you fucking bitch. Give me back my function sweet. You're supposed to rip this. Raven, what the fuck, you bitch? You're supposed to do this. BTW, thanks to Brittany5655 for taking me Japanese. I'm gonna have an aneurysm. We ran happily to Hogsmeade. I'm getting a bit sick of the music now. Let's get something new up. How's this? Yeah, it's pretty relevant. Relevant to how I feel right now with this aneurysm. Oh, my back. So glad I got a new chair. The old one's killing me. Where are we? We ran happily to Hogsmeade, where we saw the stage where GC had played. We ran unhappily. MCR were there playing Helena. I was so fucking happy. John looked even sexier than he did in that pictures. Even Draco thought so. I could totally see him. But it didn't matter because I know that we were the only true ones for each other. I was wearing a black leather mini dress. I just lost chat. It's been a little while. You guys still here? Everything running smoothly and everything? I'm just gonna send in chat just to make sure. It seems to work, at least. We will. Me dressed in black leather platinum boots with red ripped fishnets. Draco was wearing a black baggy MCR t-shirt and black baggy pants. Anyway, we started moshing to Helena. We Frenched. We ran up to the front of the stage to stage dive. Suddenly Gerard pulled off his mask, so did the others. We gasped. It wasn't them at all, it was Volsimore and the Death Dealers! What the fuck, Draco? I'm not going to a concert with you, I shouted angrily. Not after what happened to me last time. Even if it's MCR. Even if it's MCR and you know how much I lick them. What? Cause he gadgeted uncomfortably. Cause guys don't like to talk about you know what. Yeah, cause I yelled it in an angry voice. We won't do that again, Draco, promise. This time we're going with an escort. Oh, MFG, what the fuck? Are you getting into the mainstream, I asked. So I guess you're a prep or a Christina or what now? No, he muttered loudly. Are you becoming a prep or what? I shooted angrily. NOB, I'm not. Please come with me. He fell down to his knees and started singing The World is Black by GC to me. I keep hearing the occasional sound in my ear. Just gonna double check my YouTube's up and running. Yeah, it is up. Okay. He fell to his knees and started singing The World is Black by GC to me. I was flattened because that's not even a single. He had memorized our lyrics just for me. Okay, then I guess I will have to, I said. And then we Frenched for a while and I went up to my room. Bloody Mary was standing there. Hajime my stay, girl. She said happily. She speaks Japanese, so do I. That means how do you do it in Japanese? BTW, Willow that fucking poser got expelled. She failed all her classes and she skipped math. And Raven, you fucking suck. Fuck you. It serves that fucking bitch right. I laughed angrily. Well, anyway, we were feeling all depressed. We watched some gothic movies like Dad's Nightmare Before Christmas. Maybe Willow will die too, I said. Kawaii, Bloody Mare shook her head energetically, lethargically. Oh yeah. Oh, have a confession. After she got expelled, I murdered her and then Lupin did it with her cause he's a necrophiliac. Kawaii, I commented happily. We talked to each other in silence. So yeah, that is the author murdering her friend in the story because she's upset with her. And getting someone to do gross things to her after she dies in the story. We talked to each other in silence for the rest of the movie. Oh hey, BTW, I'm going to a concert with Draco tonight in Hogsmeade with MCR, I said. I need to wear, like, the hot set outfit ever. Bloody Mary nodded. Henry get it, Ali. OMFG, totally, let's go shopping. In Hot Topic, right? I asked, already getting out my fiscal Hot Topic loyalty cardy. No, my head snaped up. What? My head spooned. I could not believe it. Bloody Mary, are you a prep? No, she laughed. I found some cool gothic stores near Hogwarts, that's all. Who told you about them? I asked, sure it would be Draco or Diabolo or Vampire. Don't even say that name to me. Or me. Dumbledore, she said. Let me just call our Brums. OMFFG, Dumbledore? I asked quietly. Yeah, I saw the map for Hogsmeade on his desk. She told me, come on, let's go. We were going in a few punk goth stores, especially for the concerts in Hogsmeade. Their salesperson was OMG hotter than Gerard, except not cause that's impossible, and he gave me a few dresses. We only have these for the real goths. The real goths, me and Bloody Mary asked. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many poses there are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Snap tried to buy a gothic camera pouch. He shook his head. I didn't even know they had a camera. OMFG, no, they're gonna spy on me again, I cried, running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red tulle coming out and very low cut with a huge slip. Oh my Satan, you have to buy that outfit, the salesperson said. Yeah, it looks totally hot, said Bloody Mary. You know what? I am gonna give it to you free because you look really hot in that outfit. Hey, are you gonna be at the concert tonight? He asked. Yeah, I am actually. I looked back at him. Hey, BTW, my name's Embody Darkness Dementia Tara Way. What's yours? Tom Ridd, he said, and ran a hand through his black dyed hair. Maybe I'll see you there tonight. Yeah, I don't think so, because I am going there with my BF Draco, you sick perv, I yelled angrily. But before he could beg me to go with him, Hagrid flew in on his black broom, looking worried. OMFG and Bondi, you need to get back into the castle now. Chapter 17. Author's note. I said, stoop flimmin the story. If you're a prep, then do not read it. You can tell whether you a prep or not by my quiz. It's on my homepage. If you're not, then you rock. If you are, then fuck oof. His Willow isn't really a prep. Raven, please do this. I'll promise to give you back your poster. Tom Riddle gave us some clothes and stuff for free. He said he would help us with makeup if he wanted, because he was really into fashion and stuff. He's bisexual. Hogwarts kept shooting at us to come back to Hogwarts. What the fuck, Hagrid? I shouted angrily. Fuck off, you for joking bastard. Well, anyway, Willow can. Hagrid went away angrily. Hey bitch, you look kawaii, she said. Yeah, but not as kawaii as you, I answered sadly, because Willow's really pretty and everything. She was wearing a short... So she's just back now, even though she died. She was wearing a short black corset thingy with blood red lace on it and a black blood red miniskirt, leather fishnets and black pointy boots that showed off how pale she was. She had a really nice body with big bobs and everything. She was thin enough to be anorexic. So are you going to that concert with Draco? She asked. Yeah, I said happily. I'm gone with Diablo, she answered happily. Well, anyway, Draco and Diablo came. They were both looking extremely intense. And you could tell they were hurt. We were ought to. Diablo was... I just keep thinking of JoJo whenever I hear that. Like Diablo was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it. He was wearing tons of makeup, just like Marilyn Manson. Draco was wearing black leather pants, a gothic black GC t-shirt, and black bands he got from Dalwarp Tower. Bloody Mart was going to that concert with Dracola. Dracola used to be called Naval, but it turned out that he was kidnapped at birth. Of course he was. And his real family were vampires. They died in a car crash. Naval converted to Satanism and he went goth. He was in Slytherin now. He was wearing a black warped t-shirt, black jeans and shoes and black hair with red streaks in it. We call him Dracula now. Well, anyway, we all went to Draco's Black Mercy Benz. Get it? Cause we're gobophic. That his dad Lucian gave him. We did pot, coke and crack. Draco and I made out. We made fun of those stupid fucking preps. It soon got there. I gasped. Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He looked even sexier than he did in pics. He had long, raven black hair and piercing blue eyes. He was really skinny and he had an amazing ethnic voice. What? We marched to Helena and some other songs. Suddenly Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the other members. I gasped. It wasn't Gerard at all. It was an ugly preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away but me and Draco. Draco and I came. It was Bloody Mort and the Death Dealers. You moronic idiots, he shouted angstily. NOB, I told you to kill vampire. Thou have failed. And now I shall kill thou and Draco. No, no, please, we begged sadly, but he took out his knife. Suddenly, a gothic old man flew in on his broomstick. He had long black hair and a long black beard. He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on it, the back. He shotted a spell and Floodymore ran away. It was Dumbledore! Chapter 18. Author's note. I said stop flaming. Stoop flaming? If you then, you're a feckin' prep. Thanks to Raven for the help and stoof. You rock. And you're not a prep. Thanks for sweater. Shooter. P.S. The Uda Ison Dumbledore swore is cause he trained to be gothic, so there. I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out with it and put in some black eyeliner, black eyeshadow, black bed lipstick, and a black really low cut leather dress that was all ripped and in stripes so you could see my belly. I was wearing a skull belly ring with black and red diamonds inside it. The night before Draco and I went back to the skull, get it? Cause I'm gothic and I like death. Dumbledore chased Bloody Malt away. We flew there on our brooms. Mine was black and the broom stuff was black blood red. There was lace all over it. Draco had a black MCR broom. Boom. We went back to our rooms, and we had You Know What to a Linkin Park song. Well, anyway, I went back to the Great Hall. All the walls were painted black, and the tables were black too. But you could see that there was pink pant underneath the black pant. And there were posters of poser bands everywhere, like Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys. WTF! I shouted, going to sit next to Bloody Mary and Willow. Bloody Mary was wearing a black leather mini with a good Shraluti t-shirt, black fishnets and black pointy boots. Willow was wearing a long gothic black dress with blood red white writing that was all lacy and came up to your thighs, and black boots and fishnets. Vampire, Dracula and Draco came. We started to talk about who was sexier, Mikey or Gerard Way or Billy Joe Armstrong. The boys joined in because they were bi. Those guys are so fucking hot, Naval was saying, as suddenly a gothic old man with a black beard and everything came. He was the same one who had chased away Lodi Mort yesterday. He had normal tan skin, but he was wearing white foundation and he had dyed his hair black. Dumbledore won? We all gasped. WTF, I shouted angrily. I thought he was just wearing that to scare Voldemort. Hello everyone, he said happily. As you can see, I gave the room a makeover. What do you think about it? Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor started to cheer. Well, we goths just looked at each other, all disgusted, and shook our heads. We couldn't believe what a poser he was, one. VTW can call me Albert, he called as we left to our classes. What a fucking poser, Draco shouted angrily as we to transformation. We were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way. Get it? Way like lick Gerard. But I didn't say anything. I bet he's having a midlife crisis, Willow shouted. I was so fucking angry. I'm not okay, I promise. It's chapter 19 now. Where were we? Oh, author's note. Please stop flaming the story. If you do, you're a fucking prep. And you're jealous, okay? 1-1. From knock and going to doubt your men revolves. 1-1-1. BTW. Everyone need a whole blood. So there 1. Thanks to Raven for the help 1-1. All day we sat angrily thinking about Dumbledore, sorry. We were so fucking pissed off. Well, I had one thing to look forward to, the MCR concert. It had been postponed so we could all go. Anyway, I went to the common room sadly to cut classes. Draco was being all secretive. I asked what it was and he got all mad at me and started crying all hot and angsty. Rent sensitive by guys so hot. No one fucking understands me, one, he shouted angrily as his black hair went in his big blue eyes like Billy Joe in Boulevard of Borken Dreams. He was wearing black baggy pants, a black MCI t-shirt, and a black dye. Get it? Cause and say it tight. Get it and say it tight, cause I'm gothic. I was wearing a black leather low-cut top with chains all over it. A black leather mini, black high-heeled boots, and a crossbelly thing. My hair was all up in a messy, really high bun like Amy Lee and Gone Under. Email me if you want to see the pic. Accuse me? What about me? I growled. Bye, but, he grunted. You fucking bastard, I moaned. No, wait, it's not what it fucking looks like, he shouted, but it was too late. I knew what I heard. I went to the bathroom angrily, cring. Draco banged on the door. I whipped and wept as my bloody eyeliner streamed down my cheeks and made cool tears down my feces. Like Benji in the video for Girls and Boys. Raven, that is so our video. I took out a cigarette and started to smoke pot. Let's get some more music up. Bless me. For the sun. Some Amore music. Suddenly, Hagrid came. He had apparated. You gave me a fucking shock, I shouted angrily, dropping my pod. What the WTF do you think you're doing in the girls' room? It wasn't just Hagrid. Someone else was with him too. For a second I wanted it to be Tom Ridd or maybe Draco, but it was Dumbledore. Hey, I need to ask you a question, he said, pulling out his black wannabe gothic purse. What are you wearing to the concert? You know who MCR are, I gasped. No, I just saw there was a concert that a lot of goths and punks were going to, he said. Anyway, Draco has a surprise for you. Chapter 20. Author's note. I said I do not care what you think. Stuff for flamin', okay, preps. 1 thanks, 2 Raven, 4 da help, 1 oh yeah, by VTuber. I'll be on vacation in Transylvania for the next 3 days, so do not expect update. That's. All day I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, I put on a black leather mini, a black corset with purple lace stuff all over it, and black gothic compact boots. MCR were going to do the concert again, since Immortal had taken over the last one. I slit my wrists while I watched MCR in my bedroom all night, feeling excited. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door while I was trying on some black clothes and washing to thank you for the venom. I got all mad and turned it off, but sacredly I hopped inside that it was Draco so we could do it again. Where was I? Here. What the fucking hell are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Lupin. Are you gonna come rape me or what? I yelled. I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told us all to be careful around him and Snap since he was a pedo. No, actually, get it, hell. Can I please borrow some condoms? He growled angrily. Yeah, so you can fuck your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh? I shouted sarcastically. Fucker, he said, going away. Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I went. Then I gasped. Snake and Lupin were in the middle of that empty hall doing it. And Dobby was watching. Not Dobby! Oh my god, you ludicrous idiot. They both shouted angrily when they saw me. Dobby ran away crying. They got up, though. Normally I would have been turned on. What the fuck? I love seeing guys do it. But both of them were fucking preps. BTW Snake is moved to Gryffindor now. WTF, is that why you wanted condoms? I asked sadistically. See, I spelled that. Only you wouldn't give them to me, Lumpkin shouted angrily. Well, you should have told me, I replied. You dimwit, Snake began to shoot angrily, and then I took out my black camera and took a pic of them. You could see that they were naked and everything. Well, excuse me, they both shouted angrily. What was that all about? It was to blackmail you, I snarked. So now next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rat me out or I'll show this to Dumbledore. So fuck off, you bastards. I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wound at them and they tripped over it. Well, anyway, I went outside and there was Vampire looking extremely WTF, where is Draco? I asked him. Oh, he's being a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come. Vampire said, shaking his head. You wanna come with me to the concert? Then he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was a black car. He said his dog father, Sirius Black, had given it to him. The license plate on the front said MCR 666 on it. The one on the back said NOB on it. I gasped. We flew to the concert hall. MCR was there playing. Vampire and I began to make up, moshing to the music. I gasped, looking at the band. I almost had an orgasm. Gerard was so fucking hot. He began to sing Helena and his sex beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then I heard some crying. I turned and saw Draco crying in a corner. Oh man. I feel like this music's too serious for this story. And how stupid it is. Oh, this one. Yeah, I like this. Remember this in game. I might play it more at some point. Because, well, I have it and it's fun. Most of the time. When it's not depressing. If you know, you know. Anyway. Chapter 21. Fuck you, okay? You fucking suck. It's not my fault if it's spelled wrong, okay? Cause that bitch Raven, fuck it. Cause it fuck you preps one. Whoops. So's Raven, thanks for the help. BTW Transylvania rocks parade. 1. I even got to go to that castle where Dracula was filmed. Later we all went in the skull. Draco was crying in the common room. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice. No, I'm not, you fucking bitch, he shouted angrily. He started to run out the place in a suicidal way. I started to cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide. It's okay, NOB, said Vampire comfortably. I'll make him feel better. You mean you'll go fuck him, won't you? I shouted angrily. Then I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too. Draco, please come, he began to cry. Tears of blood came down his pale face. I was so turned on because I love sensitive. Bye, guys. Yikes. If you're a homophone, then fuck off. And then we heard some footsteps. Vampire got out his black invincibility coke. We both got under it. We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris, there, shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand. Who's there? He shouted angrily. We saw Filth come. He went under that invisibility cloak and started to meow loudly. Is anyone there? Yelled Mr. Norris. No, fuck you, you crappy little poser son of a fuck-sing bitch, Vampire said under his breast in a disgusted way. Excuse me, who said that? Yelled Mr. Norris. Then he heard Filch meow. Filth, is there anyone under that cloak? He asked. Filth nodded. And then Vampire Frenched me. He did it just as Mr. Norris was taking off the cloak one. What the? He yelled, but it was too late because now we were running away from him. And then we saw Draco crying and busting into tears and slitting his wrists outside of the school. Draco, I cried, are you okay? I guess so, Draco wept. He went back to our coffins. We went back to our coffins, Frenching each other. Jeez. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid. See, isn't that depressing? On the gothic red bed together. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled up and suddenly I had a vision of something that was happening now. There was a knock on the door and Fog and the mystery of magic walked into the school. One. Chapter 22. Author's note. STFU. Perps stoop blaming, okay? If you do not lick it, fuck off. I know it's Mr. Norris. It's Raven's fault, okay? 1-1. You suck. 1. No, just kidding, Raven. You fucking rock prep suck. 1. All day, everyone talked about the misery of magic. Well, anyway, I woke up the next day. I was in my coffin, so I opened the door. I was wearing black lacy leather pajamas. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me were Bloody Mary, Vampire, Diablo, Draco, Dracula, and Willow. I opened my crimson eyes. Willow was wearing a tight black leather top with pictures of bloody roses all over it. Under that, she wore a black poofy skirt with lace on it and black gothic boots that was attached to the top. Vampire was wearing a baggy simple plan t-shirt and baggy black pants and Vans. Draco was wearing a black MCR t-shirt and black jeans and a leather jacket. He looked just like Gerard Way and almost as fucking sexy. Vampire looked like Joel Madden. Bloody Mary was wearing a tight black hoofy gothic dress that she had ripped so it showed all of her cleavage with a white apron that said bitch and other swear words and MCR lyrics on it, kind of like one dress I had seen Amy Lee wear once. Darkness, who is Jenny, was there too. She was weaving a ripped gothic black dress with ripped stuff all over it and a lace-up top thing and black pointy boots. So we're Crab and Goyle. It turns out that Darkness, Diablo, Crab, and Goyle's dad was a vampire. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists with a razor. He'd raped them and stuff before too, what the fuck? They all got so depressed that they became gothic and converted to Stanism. OMFG, I yelled as I jumped up. Why the fuck are you all here? AOB, something is really fucked up, Draco said. Okay, but I need to put my fucking clothes on first, I shouted angrily. It's alright. We have to go now and you look kawaii anyway. You're so fucking beautiful, Draco said in a sexy voice. Oh, alright, I said, smiling. But you have to tell me why you're being all erective? I will, he said. Oh man, this gives me a bit of a headache, I won't lie. The grammar is so bad. So I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, a red eyeshadow and white foundation, then I came. We all went outside the Great Hall and looked in from a window. A fucking perp called Brittany from Gryffindor was standing next to us. She was wearing a pink mini and a Hilary Duff t-shirt, so we put up our middle fingers at her. Inside the Great Hall we could see Dumbledore. Cornelia Fudge was there shouting at Dumbledore. Doris Rumbridge was there too. This cannot be, she shouted angrily. The school must be closed. The Bark Lord is planning to kill the students, yelled Cornelia Fudge. You are not fit to be the principal any longer, yelled Rumbridge. You're too old and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. You must retry or Voldemort will kill your students. Very well, Dumbledore said angrily. But we cannot do this. We can't close the school. There is only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort, and she is in the school. And her name is Enoni Darkness Dementia Ravenway. Draco, Crab, Goyle, Darkness, Willow, Vampire, and Bloody Mary looked at each other. I gasped. Chapter 23. Author's note. Dirt the fuck up, bitches. 1, you're just jealous cause I got 10,000 rebels, 1 thanks, 2 Raven, for the help in telling me about the books, Girloo Rock, let's go shopping together. The door opened and Professor Rumbridge and Cornelia Fudge stomped out angrily. Then Dumbledore and Rumbridge sawed us. Mr. Ware, what the beep are you doing? Rumbridge shouted out angrily. Dumbledore blared at her. Oops, she made a mistake, he corrupted her. She means hi, everybody come in. Well, we all came in angrily. So did all the other students. I ran because Darkness and Draco and opposite Bloody Mary I sat between. Crab and Goyle started to make some morbid jokes. They both looked exactly like Billy Volo. I ate some Count Chocula and drank some blood from a cup. And I heard someone shouting angrily. I looked behind me. It was Vampire! He and Draco were shooting at each other. Vampire, Draco, WTF, I asked. You fucking bastard, yelled Draco at Vampire. I want to shit next to her. 1. No, I do, shouted. No, she doesn't fucking like you, you son of a bitch, yelled Draco. No, fuck you, motherfucker, she likes me, not you, shouted Vampire. And then he jumped on Draco. No, not in that way, you perv. They started to fight and beat up each other. Dumbledore yelled at them, but they didn't stop. All of a sudden, a terrible man with red eyes and no nose flew in on his broomstick. He had no nose and was wearing a grey robe. All the glass in the window he flew through fell apart. Brittany, that fucking prep, started to cry. Vampire and Draco stopped fighting. I stopped eating. Everyone gasped. The room fell silent. Voldemort! Ebony, Darth Vader said evilly in his raspy voice. Thou have failed your mission. Now I shall kill thou and I shall kill Vampire as well. If thou does not kill him before, then I shall kill Draco too. Please don't make me kill him, please, I begged. No, he laughed crudely. Kill him or I shall kill him anyway. Then he flew away cackling. I burst into tears. Draco and Vampire came to contort me. Like a pretzel? Suddenly my eyes rolled up, so they looked all cool and gothic. I had a vision where I saw some lightning flash and then Voldemort coming to kill Draco while Draco slits his wrist in a depressed way. No, I screamed sexily. Suddenly I looked up, and stopped having the vision. Ebony, are you alright? Asked Draco in a worried voice. Yeah, I said sadly as I got up. Everything's alright, Enobi, said Vampire, all sensitive. No, it's not, I shouted angrily. Tears of blood went down my face. I messed you off, I'm getting possessed like in The Ring too. It's okay, girl, said Bloody Mary. Maybe you should ask Professor Sinister about what the visions mean, though. Okay, bitch, I said sadly, and then we went. Chapter 24. Author's note. Perhaps stoop blaming the story. You're just jealous, so fuck you. Okay, go to hell. Hell 1-1. Raven fags for the help. Well, we had deviation next, so I got to ask Professor Trelawney about the visions. Konnichiwa, everybody come in, said Professor Sinister in Japanese. She smiled at me with her gothic black lipstick. She's the coolest fucking teacher ever. She had long dead black hair with blood red tips and red eyes. Her mum was a vampire. She's also half Japanese, so she speaks it and everything. She and Bloody Marie get along great. She's really young for a teacher. Today she was wearing a black leather top with red lace and a long gothic black ripped dress. We went inside the black classroom with posters of Emily the Strong. I raised my hand. I was wearing some black nail polish with red pentagrams on it. What is it, Ebony? She asked. Hey, I love your nail polish. Where'd you get it? Hot Topic? Yeah, I answered. All the preps who didn't know what HT was gave me weird looks. I gave them the middle finger. Well, I have to talk to you about some things. When do you want to do it? How about now? She asked. Okay, I said. Okay, class, fucking dismissed everyone. Professor Trelawney said as she let everyone go. Except for you, Brittany, she pointed at Brittany and some other preps. Please do exercise, get it? 1 on page 3. Okay, I'm having lots of visions, I said in a worried voice. I'm so worried, is Draco going to die? Well, she gave me a black crystal ball to look in. I looked at it. What do you see? She asked. I said I see a black gothic skull and a pentagram. Suddenly there was a knock at the door. I looked at it. It was Draco. He was looking really sexy, wearing a black leather face set, a black leather Linkin Park t-shirt, and black Congress shoes. It's gonna be like a president or something. Okay, you can go now. See you, cunt, said Professor Sinister. Bye, bitch, I said, waving. I went to Draco and Vampire were sitting next to him. We both followed Draco together and I was exhibited. Chapter 25. AN, stop flaming, okay? If you do not, then I'll just tell Justin to bet you up 1111. And I'll tell Alda Enrids to put the twos in your computer. 1. Fuck you. 1. Raven, thanks for the help. 1. I was so excited. I followed Draco, wondering if we were going to do it again. We went outside, and then we went into Draco's black car. Ebony, what the fuck did Professor Trevolry say? Whispered Draco, putting his gothic wit hand with the Valak nail polish on mine. She said she would tell me what their visions meant tomorrow. I grumbled in a sexy voice. He took out a heroin cabaret and spiked it and gave it to me to smoke. He started to fly the car into a tree. We went to the top of it. Draco put on some MCR. These are just lyrics. Sang Gerard's sexy voice. We started tilting of each other's clothes fervently. He took off my black thong and my black leather bar. I took off his black boxers. Then he put his top in, you know what, and my tools sexily. OMFG, Draco, I screamed, having an organism. We started Frenching passively. Suddenly, I fell asleep. I started having a dream. In it, a black guy was shooting 2 gothic men with long black hair. No, please don't fucking kill us, 1, they pleaded, but he just kept shooting them. He ran away in a red car. No, oh my fucking god, 1-1, I shouted in a scared voice. Ebony, what's wrong? Draco asked me as I woke up, opening my icy blue eyes. I started to cry and tears of blood went down my face. I told Draco to call Vampire. He did it with his black Linkin Park mobile. But the worst thing was who the people who were shot in the dream were. Lucian and Sirius 111. Well, that was a headache and a half. How long is this? We're almost done, it looks like. We've got, after this, 31 to 35, an update for 5 years later, 36 to 44, and post-face. Okay. Author's note, perps, stoop, flaming, story, okay, 1. If you do not lick that story, then go fuck yourself, you fucking prep. You suck, 111. Oh, why, and I wasn't being racist, okay, 1-1. A few mutates later, Vampire came to the tree. He was wearing a black leather jacket, black leather pants, and a good Charlotte t-shirt. Hi, Vampire, I said flirtily as I started to sob. Draco hugged me sexily, trying to comfort me. I started to cry tears of blood, and then told them what happened. Oh, fuck it, Vampire shouted angrily. He started to cry sadly. What fucking dick did that? I don't know, I said. And come on, we have to tell Dumbledore. We ran out of the tree and into the castle. Dumbledore was sitting in his office. Sire, our dads have been shot, Draco said while we whipped some tears from his white face. Enobi had a vision in a dream. Jubiludera, I'm gonna say that, started to cockle. Ha 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 ha. And how do you expect me to know Ebony's not divisional? I glared at Dumbledore. Look, motherfucker, he said angrily as Dumbledore gasped. She is the toot of Practor. You know very well that I'm not decisional? Now get me some fucking people out there to look for Ceres and Lucian Hornto. Okay, he said in a intimated voice. Where are they? I thought about it. Then all of a sudden, Longdon, I said. I told him which street. He went and called some people and did some stuff. After a few minutes, he came back and said people were going out looking for them. After a while, someone called him again. He said that they had been found. Draco, Vampire, and I all left to our rooms together. I went with Draco to wait in the nurse's office while Vampire went to slit his wrists in his room. We looked at each other's gothic, harassed eyes. Then we kissed. Suddenly, Sirius and Lucian came in on stretchers, and Professor Sinister was behind them. Chapter 27. Vampires will never hurt you. AN. You know what? 111. I do not give a fuck what you preps think about me. 11111. So stoop flaming the fucking story, bitches. 11111. Thanks to Raven for your love and support and help. I love you, girl. So I couldn't update though. I was really depressed. I slipped my wrists. I had to go to the hospital. Raven, you rock, girl. Everyone in the room started to cry happily. I had saved them. Draco, Lucian, Sirius, Bond, Vampire all came to hug me. The nurse started to give them medicine. Come on, NOB, said Professor Sinatra. She was wearing a gothic black leather dress with a corset top and real vampire blood on it, and fucking black platinum boots. I have to tell you the fucking perdition. I looked at Lucian, Seraphs, Drake, and Vampire. They nodded. I smelled happily and went into a dark room. I had changed. Professor Sinister took out some black cards. She started to look into a black crucible ball. She said, Tara, I see Drac times are near, she said badly. She peered into the balls. You see, you must go back in time. She took out a time turner like Bloody Mary had. When Voldemort was in Hogwarts before he became powerful, he got his heart broken. Now do you think he would still become Voldemort if he was in love? I shook my head. You must go back in time and seduce him. It is the only way. If he is still evil, then you must kill him. You can come to my room tomorrow and you can do it. Okay, I said sadly. We did depths took sin. I went outside again sadly. What fucking happened? Asked Draco and Vampire. Yeah, what happened? Asked Darkness, Willow, and Baldy Mary. I was about to tell them, but everyone was there. They were celebrating Lucian and Sirius being fond. Everyone was proud of me, but I just wanted to talk to Draco. They were cheesing my name, and some reporters were there, trying to interview Dumbledore. A banner was put up. Lots of fucking preps were there, obviously trying to be gothic, wearing the hymn sign on their hands, despite them not having actually heard of him. Even Mr. Norris looked happy. A black and red cake had been brought out. Crab and Gok set up some fireworks in the shape of skulls from Wesley's Wizard Wises. I put on my invisibility coat with Vampire and Draco and we sneaked outside together. Chapter 28. AN. I said stop filming the story. It was a miscat. When Professor Relery said that, okay? 111111111. Go to fucking hell, 11111. You suck. Thanks to Philly for the help. Raven, have fun with Kiwi, 11111. We went into a black room. The walls were black with portraits of gothic bands like MCR, GC, and Marilyn Manson all over them. A big black coffin was in the middle. A red velvet lined black box. There were 3 chairs made of bones with real skulls in them. I was wearing a black corset bar with purple stuff on it, fishnet stockings, and a black leather thong underneath. I sat down one of their chairs dispersedly. So did Draco and Vampire. "Are you okay?" Vampire asked, putting his albastarred hand on mine. He was wearing black nail polish. I was wearing black nail polish with red crosses on it. "Yeah, I guess," I said sadly. Draco also popped his hand on mine sexually. I smiled sadly with my black lipstick. The problem is, I have to seduce Voldemort. It'll have to go back in time. Draco started to cry sadly. Vampire hugged him. "It's okay, Ebobby," he said finally. "But what about me? You're not gonna break up or anything, are you?" "Of course not," I gasped. "Really?" he asked. "Sure," I said. We French sexually. Vampire looked at us longingly. Then I took off Draco's MCR shrift and seductively took off his pants. He was hung like lick a Stallone? What the hell's going on here? He had replaced the vampire tattoo that Inobi had, that said Inobi on it. Black roses were around it. I gasped. He looked exactly like Gerard Way. Vampire took a video camera. I had said it was okay before. I took all my clothes down. We were in for the rid of our leaf. We started preaching as we climbed into the coffin. He put his Spock in my you-know-what. And passively we did it. "I love you, Bobby. Oh, let me feel you. I need to feel you," he screamed as he... We watched Vampire filmed everything perfectly. Suddenly, "What the fuck are you doing?" It was Snop and Professor McGoggle 111. Chapter 29. AN. Sot that does fuck up 11. You're just jealous cause your pep show fuck you 1111. Raven, you rock girl, thanks for the help. MCR rock 666 1111111. "Oh my Satan one," we screamed as we jumped out of the coffin. Snap and Professor McGonagall started to shoot at us angrily. "Come now, one," Preacher McGonagall yelled it. We did guiltily. We left the room, putting on our clothes. Snoop grabbed the caramel and put it in his pocket. "Hey, what the fuck?" 111. Vampire shooted angrily. "Yeah, Buster, what the fuck are you going to do with the fucking camera?" Draco demanded, all protective, looking at me longly with his gothic red eyes. "Look, Dumbledore," that's the best one yet, "knows your little secret, and if you do this again, then you will go to St. Mango's. So give me back the camera 1111. Ha 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 ha. The mystery of Mogic thinks he is crazy. There is no way they will believe him." Snop laughed meanly. "Yes, so shut your mouth, you insolent fools," yelled Professor McGoggle. She made us come into a weird room with white stones all around it. There were all these weird tools in it. Draco started to cry and sensitive, like secretive, I guess. Get it? Cause he's a lol. Tom Felnut rules for lift, but not as much as Gerard. Your sex on legs. I love you, you fucking rock marry me? Okay. I started to cry tears of blood. It happened in Vampire Chronicles. Raven said so okay. So fuck you, one. Vampire took out a black handkerchief and started to wipe my red eyes. And then he and Snoop both took out guns using magic. They started to shoot each other angrily. None of the ballots got on each other yet. I took out my wand. Crucio, I shouted. Snap started to scram. He dropped their gun. But it was too late. Both of them had run out of ballots. I stopped that curse. Professor McGoogle did a spell so that we were all chained up. She took out a box of tools. Then she said, okay, Severus, I'm going to go now. She left. Snap started to laugh evilly. Vampire started to cry. It's okay, NOB, said Draco. Evergreen will be alright. Remember the Sidio you took of Snake? Snape laughed again, and then he took out some whips. 1-1-1-1-1-1-1. Chapter 30. AM, stop flaming that story, okay? You do not know what's even gonna happen, okay? 1-1-1-1. So, for you, 1-1-1, if you flam, you will be a prep. So, all flamers can kiss my ass. 1-1-1. So's for saying Alzheimer's is dangerous, but that's the mysteries opening, cause society basically sucks. Thanks to Raven, you rock, bitch. 1-1-1. No 1-1, we screamed sadly. Snap started loafing meanly. He took out a camera angrily. Then he came towards Darko 1. He took some stones out of his pocket. He put that stones around Draco and lit a candle. What the fuck are you doing? I shooted angrily. Snoop laughed meanly. He pulled down his pants. I gasped. There was a dork mark on his you-know-what. 1-1. He waved his hand and a knife came. He gave the knife to me. You must stab Vampire, he said to me. If you don't, then I'll rap Draco. 1. No, you fucking bastard. 1. I yielded. But then Draco looked at me sadly with his evil gothic red eyes that looked so depressing and sexy. He looked exactly like a pentagram. Lol, get it? Cause I'm a Satanist. Between Kurt Cobain and Gerard. But then I looked at Vampire and he looked so sexy too. With his gothic black hair. I thought of the time when we screwed in the time I did it with Draco. And Dumbledore came and where Draco almost committed suicide and Vampire was so sportive. Snipe laughed angrily. He started to pray to Voxymalt. He started to do an incapacitation dancing around the Stokes, whipping Draco and Vampire. Suddenly an idea I had. I closed my eyes and using my vampire powers I sent a telepathic message to massage to Draco and Vampire so they would destruct Snape. Dumbledore will get you, Draco shooted. Yeah, just wait up till the mystery find out 1-1, Vampire yelled. Meanwhile, I took out my wand. You ridiculous dunderhead 1-1-1, Snoop yielded. He took off all of Draco's clothes just as he was about to. Crucio, I shited, pointing my wand. Snoop screamed and started running around the room screaming. Meanwhile, I grabbed my black mobile and sent a text to Sirius. I stopped doing Crucio. You dunderhead 1-1-1. I'm going to kill shooted Snape, but suddenly Cerberus came. Snake put the whip behind his back. Oh, hello, Sev. I was just teaching them something, he lied. But suddenly, Lucian and Professor Trevoli came into the room, and they and Sirius unlocked their chains and put them around Snap. Then Professor Trevorley said, "Come on, Ebony, let's go." Chapter 31. AN, I said shut the fuck up, you clips. 111. Stop calling Ebony a Mary Sue, okay? You don't even know what's going to happen, okay? So fuck you, 1111. Thanks to my BFF Raven for the help, 11111. I always knew you were on Voldemort's side, you son of a big car. Boofy rocks, 111. Sirius said to Snape, "No, I'm not. I was teaching them something." One Snap clammed. "Oh fucking yeah. I took some black Voldemort serum out of my pocket and gave it to Severus. He made Snap drink it. He did angrily. Then Luscious took out a tape recorder and started playing it while he did curses on Snap. And Professor Sinister and Lucian made us get out with them while Snape told his secrets. Lucian took Lampure and Draco to the nurse after thanking me a million times. Professor Trevoli took me to a dark room. Now I was going to go back in time to Sotos Boxymore. Moving posters of MCR and Nirvana were all over. Hermione, Darkness and Willow came too. Bloody Mary gave me a black bag from Tom Ridd's store. "What's in the bag?" I asked Professor Trevory. "You will see," she said. I opened the bag. In it was a sexy, tight, low, smart, black leather gothic dress. It had red corset stuff and there was a slit up the leg. I put it on. My friends helped me put on black fishnets and black pointy boots Willow had chosen. Willow and Darkness helped me put on black eyeliner and blood red lipstick. You look fucking kawaii, bitch," Bloody Mary said. "Thanks," I said. "Okay, now you're going to go back in Tim," said Professor Sinister. "You will have to do it in a few sessions." She gave me a black gun. I put it in a strap on my fishnets like in Resident Evil. Then she gave me a black time tuner. After an hour, use the time turner to go back here, Professor Trevorley said. And she and Bloody Mary put a pensive in front of me. Everyone went in front of it. "Good luck, one," everyone shooted. Darkest and Willow gave me Death's Touch Sin. Then I jumped sexily into the pensive. Suddenly I was in front of to school. In front of me was one of the sexiest goth guys I had ever seen. He was wearing long black hair, kind of like Mikey Way, only black. He had gren eyes like Billy Joe Armstrong and pale wheat skin. He was wearing a black ripped up suit with bands. It was Tom Bobodil. one. Bobodil, that's a new one. Chapter 32. AN. I said, "Stoop flaming. I know his name isn't Tom Bodil. That was a mistake. 1111. If you do not lick the story, then you can go screw yourself. 1111. You suck. 1111. Hey, I said flirtily. I am NOB Way, the new student. I shook my pale hands with their black nail polish with him. "Their name's Tom," he said, "but you can call me Satan. That's my middle name." We shook hands. "Well, come on, we have to go upstairs," Satan said. I followed him. "Hey, Satan, do you happen to be a fan of Grande?" "Since MCR and Evanescence don't exist yet, then," I asked. "Oh my fucking god, how did you know?" Satan gasped. "Actually, I like GC a lot too." Get it? Cause GC did that song I Just Wanna Live that sounded really 80s. OMG, me too, I replied happily. Guess what? They have a concert in Hogsmeade, Satan whispered. Hogsmeade, I asked. Yeah, that's what they used to call it in these times before it became Hogsmeade in 2000. He told me all secretively. And there's a really cool shop called Hot Topic. I finished happy again. He frowned confusedly. No, it's called Hot Issue. He smiled spiritually again. Then in 1988, they changed it to Hot Topic, he moaned. Oh, now everything was making sense for me. So is Dumbledore your Prince Pill? I shouted. Uh-huh, he looked at his black nails. I'm in Slytherin. OMG, shmee too, I shrieked. You go to the school? Get it cause I'm gothic, he asked. Yeah, that's why I'm here, I'm new, I smelled happily. Suddenly Dumbledore flew in on his broomstick and started shredding at us angrily. No talking in the halls. He had short blonde hair and was wearing a polo shirt from American Ogle Outfitters. Stupid goths. Satan rolled his eyes. He's so mean to us goths and punks just because we're in Slytherin and we're not preps. I turned around angrily. Actually, I think maybe it's because you're the Bark Lord. WTF? He asked angrily. Oh, nothing, I said sweetly. Then suddenly the floor opened. OMFG, no, I schemed as I fell down. Everyone looked at me weirdly. Hey, where are you going? Satan asked as I fell. Oh boy, this is long. I got out of the hole and it was back in the pensive and Professor Trelawney's classroom. Dumbledore was there. Dumbledore, I think I just met you, I said. Oh yeah, I remember that, Dumbledore said, trying to be all gothic. Sinister came in. Hey, this is my classroom. Wait, what the fuck, NLB, what the hell are you doing? I looked at her. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. WTH hell, I screamed, forgetting she was a teacher for a second. But she's a goth, so it's okay. Professor Sinister looked sad. I was drinking a Voldemort serum. She started to cry black tears of depression. Dumbledore didn't know about them. Hey, are you crying tears of blood? He asked curiously, touching a tear. Fuck off, we both said, and Dumbledore took his hand away. Professor Sinister started crying again in her chair, sobbing limpid tears. OMFG NOB, I think I'm addicted to Voldemort serum. Hey, and see you fucking preps, go fuck your show. That's serious issues. To go to hell 11111112. Chapter 33. We're getting there. We're getting there. Ian, I said, shut up, it's not my fault, okay? If you don't like the story, then you're a prep, so fuck you, Flamers 11111. Please, I'm not updating up till I have to read around myself because I'm a VTuber. You give me 5 God reviews and this Tim Minute 11111. You suck 11111. Thanks Raven for the help. I'll promise to help you with your story. Lols 1. Oh my fucking god, I shooted sadly. Should we get you to send mangas, bitch? Hell no, she said. Listen, Agogi, I need your help. Next time you go back in time, do you think you could ask Tom Anderson for some help? Sure, I said sadly. I went outside the door. Draco was there 111. He was wearing a big black GCT shit, which was his Panamas. Hey Sigsy, he said. How'd it go, NOB? He asked and his voice was so sexy and low, kinda like Gerard Way when he's talking. Fine, I responded. We started to go back into the dorm. How did you go with Satan? Draco asked jealously. Not too far, lol, I balked. Will you have to do it with him? Draco asked angstily. I hopped not too far. 111, I shouted angrily. Then I felt bad for shooting at him. I said sorry with French. Whatever happened to Snipe? I growled. You will see. Draco giggled mischievously. He opened a door. Snap and Lumpkin was there. 1-1. Sirius was pokering them by staging them with a black knife. No, please. 1111. Lumpkin bagged as Sirius started to suck his blood. I laughed statistically. I took some photons of him and Snap being talked. Okay, I know this is men, but think about people. They are pedos and Snap tried to wrap them and Nue Sadistis Rock. Has anyone seen Shrek? Attack 3 lols. We took some of Snipe's load. Then Draco and I went back to our rooms. We sat on my gothic black coffin. My clothes were kinda gritty, so I put on a black leather outfit thingy, kinda like the one Chillin has in Underworld. If you haven't heard of it, then fuck you, 111. I put on some black platform high heels. Draco put on some Desolation Livers by MCR. Then we started to take off each other's clothes. I took off his shit and he had a 6-pack lols. We started to map out lick in the grudge. He popped. I don't remember that in the grudge. He popped his wetness in my you know what sexually. I got an watch. Oh Draco 111111. Oh me fucking good Draco 111. I screamed passively as he got an erucation. I love you, Tau Albury, he whispered. And then we fell as pleat, lol. Chapter 34. Oh man. It's quite slog. Hopefully I can finish it by 7ish. And shut your fuck up, Prebs 1111. Have you even read the story 11? You are probably out just preps and the poses, so fuck you 111. Thanks to Raven for the help 1. I woke up in the coffin the next day. Draco was gone. I got up and put on a black tight sexadrish that was all ripped at the end. There was red corset stuff going up the front and the back, and it came up to my knees. There was a slit in the dress like lick in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Synth, it says though. I put on ripped black fishnets and black Stilton bulge. Suddenly, Sorius cocked on the door. I opened it. Hi, Ebony, he said. Guess what? You have to come to Professor Sinister's office. Okay, I said in a depressed voice. I had wanted to spook Draco, or maybe listen to MCR or Evolutions. I came anyway. So what the fuck happened to Snipe and Lupin? I asked Sorius flirtily. I fucking tortured them, he answered in a statistic way. They are in Abkhazia now, lol. I laughed evilly. Where are Draco and Vampira? I muttered. They are excused from school today. sodomized, moaned sexily. Right now they are watching the Nightmare Before Xmas. We went into the office. Professor Sinister was there. She was wearing a gothic black dress that was all ripped all over. It kinda licked the one Amy Lee wears this pic. She was drinking some Volksy malt serum. She took out the pencil and the time toner. NOB, you will have to do another session now. Also, I need you to get me the cure for being addicted, she said sadly. Good luck, thanks. And then I jumped into the pre-sieve again. Suddenly I looked around. I was in the Great Hall, eating Count Chocula. It was morning. I was sitting next to Satan. On a table was a tall gothic man with long black hair, pale skin and blue eyes, wearing a suit and black Converse shoes. He looked just like Charlie Manson. I noticed he was wearing a portent. Who's he? One, I asked. Oh, that's Professor Slutborn. That's one way of saying Mongol, I guess. Satan said, he's the portent's teacher, Ebony? Yeah, I asked. Did you know that Marilyn Manson is playing in Hogsmeade tonight? And they are showing The Exorcist at the movies before that. Yeah, well, want to go to the contour and the movie with me? Chapter 35. Ghost of You. AN. Thanks to Susie for the idea. Fuck off. One, you rock. Fuck off, Perps 1111. Thanks to Raven for the help, you rock, girl. I'm going to end the destroy really, son. So fuck you, 111. Oh yeah, and if you know any gothic nams, please tell me, cause I need one for serious one. Thanks. I went into the conman room. Of course. Thinking of Satan. Suddenly I gasped. Draco was there, 111. I got grasped. He looked as hot as Eva, wearing black leather pants, a black Lonken Pratt t-shirt, and black eyeliner. Draco, what the fuck are you doing? 111. I gasped. Huh? He asked. Then I remembered. It wasn't Draco. It was Lucan 1. He still had 2 arms. Oh, hi, Lucian 1, I said. I'm Ebony, the new student. Lol, we shook hands. Yeah, Satan told me about you, Lucian said. He pointed to a group of sexy gothic guys. They were sitting in a corner cutting. It was Sirius, Vampire's dad, and Snap. All of them were wearing black eyeliner and black Good Charlotte band t-shirts. Listen, I'm in a goth band with those guys, he said. We're playing tonight at the Marilyn Manson show as backup. Ollie, I asked. Yeah, he said. We're called X-Black TX. I play Ted Gutter. Spartacus plays the drums, he said, pointing to him. Snap plays the bass, and Jamaz plays the guitar too, even though we call him Samaro after Samara in the ring. Hey bastards, I told them. They gave me Dej hooks in. Suddenly I gasped again. But don't you have a lead singer? I asked. Lucian looked out Dawn sadly. We us too, but she did. She contemplated suicide by silting her wrists. Oh my fucking god, 1-1. That's so fucking sad, 1, I guess. It's okay, but we need a new lead. I'm not saying that. Samara said. Well, I said I'm in a Bernard myself. Really? Asked Snap. I couldn't believe it. He used to be Gothic 111. Yeah, we're called Bloody Gothic Rose 666. Do you wanna hear me sing? Yeah, said everyone. So the guys took out their guitars. They began to play a song by Get It Cause by Guys Are So Sexy. Good day. I woke this straight on the for the rad of broken drums. I sang. No, not on the lyrics to the song. Everyone gasped. NOB, will you join the band? Please, one. Begged Lucian, Samoro, Sirius, and Snap. Okay, I shrugged. Are we going to play tonight? Yeah, they said. Okay, I said, but I knew that I had to get a new outfit. I walked outside, wondering how I could go forward in time. Suddenly someone jumped in front of me. In front of me. It was Morty McFlea. He was wearing a black Bernard's t-shirt and black baggy jeans. What the hell are you doing here, 1-1, I asked. How could you do Back to the Future like this, man? I will help you go forward in Tim, NOB, he said seriously. Then he took out a black Tim machine. I went into it and suddenly I was forward in Tim, 111. Everyone, there seems to be some confusion. I just looked into my account for the first time in about 5 years and I realized I'm still getting reviews and PMs regarding this fic. I'm not the owner of my wall. I never intend for it to seem that way. If you look at the first chapter called Intro, I write in my preface that obviously I did not write this. Okay. This is just the person that uploaded it, by the way. Okay. Which means we've got chapters 36 to 44, and then the post phase. We can do this. Again, I said, stop blaming, okay? 1. I bet you are all probably old 70-year-olds. 111. P.S. Porter sues you. You're a prep 1. Oh yeah, and thanks to Raven for the help. 111. Have fun in England, go. 111. Bunch of X's and then 666. I looked around in a depressed way. Suddenly I saw Professor Sinister, Bloody Mary, Socrates, and Draco. Vampire and Willow were there too. OMFG, Sarius, I saw you and Samara and Snip and everyone. 111. I can't believe Snap used to be Gothic. 111. Yeah, I know, Sirius said sadly. Oh, hey there, bitch, Professor Trevoli said in an emo voice. Drinking some serum. Oh, fucker, I said. Listen, Satan asked me out to a gothic cornet and a movie, so I need a sexy new outfit for that date. Also, I'm playing in a gothic band, so I need an outfit for that too. Oh, my Satan one. Get it, lol, cause she's gothic. Asked Bloody Mary. Want to go to Hot Topic to shop for your outfit? OMFS, let's have a group cutting session 1-1, said Professor Trollvory. I can't fucking wait for that, but we need to get some stuff first, said Willow. Yeah, we need some potions for Professor Trollvory so she won't be addicted to Volwick's serum anymore. NND. Also, some love potion for NOB, Darko said, resultantly. Well, we have potions class now, Willow said, so let's go. We went sexily to potions class. But Snap wasn't there. Instead, there was Cornelio. Fuck! Hey, where the fuck is Dumbledore 111? Draco shouted angrily. STFU 1 shooted Cornelio. Fuck. He is in Azkaban now with Snip and Lupin. He is old and weak and he has cancer. Now do your work, 111. My friends and I talked angrily. Can you believe Snap used to be gothic? One vampire asked surprisingly. That's it, 1-1, Cornelio fuck shooted angrily. I'm getting Professor Bridge, 111. He stomped out angrily. Me friends and I began talking again. I began to drink some blood mixed with beer. Suddenly I saw Hagrid in the cupboard. What the fuck is he doing? I asked. Then I looked at Draco. He was wearing tons of eyeliner and he looked sexier than ever. Suddenly, Hagrid, what the fuck are you doing, 1-1? He shouted. I looked around. Hagrid was putting something in my glass of blood, 1-1. Draco and Vampire started to beat him up. God, you are such a poser, 1. I shooted at Hagrid. Suddenly, I looked at what he was putting in the blood. It was amnesia potion, 111. Chapter 37. And okay, everybody, I'm going on vacation on the 1st of July, so I'm either gonna end the fic or update it in weeks. Thanks. Oh yeah, and perps stop claiming sad story, 1-1. Raven, thanks for the help. See you girl after vacation, 1-1. Oh boy, how much we got? A lot. Oh my gosh, it doesn't end! It doesn't end! It's so long! Oh my gosh. Oh no. I underestimated this beast of a story. Oh boy. Do I read it? Do I not? It should be the end, right? Let's try and end it. Darko's point of view, lol. Vampire and I chained Hagrid to the floor. Only fucking Satan 1-1, NOB said. She was so hot. Maybe I could... I didn't fart. There's no ghastlies in here. Maybe I could use amnesia potion to make Satan fall in love with me faster. But you are so sexy and wonderful anyway, Tata, said Vampire. Why would you need it? To make everything go faster, lol, said NOB. But you won't have to do it with him or anything, will you? I asked jealously. Go Pumpkin, you can do it, thank you. Thank you, Yuki. It's quite the slog, but we'll make it, I'm sure of it. Asked Jello Sly. OMFG, you guys are so scary, 1-1 asked Brittany, a fucking prep. Shut the fuck up, 1, said Willow. Okay, well, anyway, let's go to Professor Trivoli's room. Draco, Ibery, and I went to Professor Sinister's room. But Professor Sinister wasn't there. Instead, Tom Ridd was. Oh, hi fuckers, he said. Listen, I got you some cool new clothes. I took out the clothes from the bag. It was a gothic black leather mini skirt that says 666 on the back. Black stilton boots, blood red fishnets, and a black corset. OMG fangs, I said, hugging him in a gothic way. I took the clothes in the bag. Okay, Professor Sinister isn't here. What the fuck should we do? Asked Draco. Suddenly he looked at a sign on the black wall. Oh my fucking Satan one, I screamed as I read it. On it said, everyone, Professor Sinister is away. She is too gothic, she is in Azkaban now. The classes shall be taught by a Dumbledore who is back, but he shall not be a principal for now. Sincerely, Professor Rumbridge. OMFG 111, I shouted angrily. How could they do that, 1-1? Suddenly Dumbledore came. What the hell are you doing in my face? He began to shoot angrily. Suddenly, I saw Morty McFly's black tin machine. 111. I jumped seductively into it, leaving Draco and Vampire. Suddenly, I was back in Tim. 1-1. I looked around. It was Professor Sutborn's Ephes. I sneaked around. Suddenly, I saw the amnesia potion on his desk. It was black, with blood red pentagrams on it. It was the shape of a cross. I put it in my pocket. Suddenly the floor opened and it was Professor Slutborn. 1-1. OMG, what are you doing, fucker? He shouted angrily. I don't know what the fuck you are doing, I shouted angrily. Oh, sorry, I was just looking around because I thought it was class, you said, finally hoping he couldn't see the potion in your pocket. Oh, okay, you can go now, said Professor Slutborn. Oh, hi, Mr. Lan. You went to the con men room after putting on my clothes. Silas, Samara, and Snap were there practicing Vampires Will Never Hurt You by MCR. Oh, hi, you guys, I said seductively. Where's Satan? Oh, he's coming, said Sirius. VTW, you can call me Hades now. Suddenly, Satan came. He was wearing a smanky black leather Jackson, black Congress shoes, a Slipknot t-shirt, and a black tie. Okay, I will see you guys at the concert, I said, and then I went with Satan. Chapter 38. AN. What does everyone think if I end the story and then add some more to it after vocation? Oh yeah, and perhaps stoop flaming if you do not lick the story, then take my quiz, okay, then you will see if you're gothic or not. 1. We got 6s again. Satan and I walked to his car. It was a black car with pentagrams all over it. On the license plate it said 666, just like Draco's car. I went in its stand, started to drive it. We talked about Satanism. Lol, he was named after Satan. Cooting, music, and being gothic. Oh my Satan, Gerard is so fucking hot. 1-1. Baltimore agreed as we smoked some weed. Cause bike guys are hot, they are so sensitive, I love them. LOL, goes, fucks, like. Lol, I totally decided not to commit suicide when I heard Helena, I said in a funny voice. Hey Satan, do you know the cure for when people are addicted to Volximort serum? Well, he thought, I think you have to drink vampire blood. Suddenly, Volximort parked the car behind a black movie theatre. Satan and I walked outside. We went into the movie theater where they were showing The Exorcist. In it, a boy and a girl were doing it. Suddenly, a serial killer came. Lol. Satan and I laughed at the blood because we're sadists. While Satan was watching the movie, I had an idea. I took Satan's gothic black The Nightmare Before Christmas cigar. What? Sexily from his pocket and put some amnesia potion in it. I put it back in his black Emil the Strange bag. Satan turned around and started to smoke it. Black clouds with red pentagrams in them started to fly around everywhere. OMG 111, Satan said, jumping up. I gasped because I was afraid he'd notice. NOB, guess what? I knew that the amnesia had worked. Amnesia potion has not been invented yet, so it will not work, he said. Too bad, because I wanted to use some on you. Cool, I raised my eye suggestingly. And then he took off my clothes sexually, and we started to make out. I took off his shit. He had six-pack, just like Gerard Way 1-1 with Frank. Excuse me, but you are going to have to leave 111. Shooted the lady behind us. She was a prep. Fuck you, 1-1, I said. Suddenly, I attacked her, sucking all her blood. No, 1-1, she screamed. All the peps in the theater screamed, but everyone else cracked, because Satan and I look so cute together. It would just crap on the floor because someone looks cute. Craps cutely. Satan and I started to walk outside. So MG, how did you do that? Voldemort asked in a turned-on voice. I'm a vampire, I said as we went into the car. Seriously, gosh, yeah, seriously, I said, drinking some beer. Satan started to drive the car. I smiled happily. It is too bad we didn't get to see the rest of the movie, don't you think? Yeah, I said as we kissed passively. Satan parked in a black driveway next to the place where Draco and I had watched DC for the first time. We went inside where Marilyn Manson was playing and started to martial law. Anti-people, now you've gone too far. Jews, Crease, Superstar 1111. Screamed Marlon on the stage. We did the devil fingers. I started to dance really close to Satan. He was so sneaky. 1. He looked at me all emo with his gothic red eyes and he looked exactly like Mikey Way. I also got an orgasm. Suddenly, Marilyn Manson stopped singing. I would like to peasant. X-Back X-Tier X11, he said. I ran on stage. Lucian, Samaro, Snap and Hades were there. They started to play their instruments. I got unstag. Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say, 1111. I sang. I do not own the lyrics to that song. My voice sounded like a pentagram between Emily and a girl version of Gerard Way. Everyone clapped. Satan got an eructation. I'm not okay, 1. I sang finally. Suddenly, Lucian started playing the song wrong by mistake. OMFG 1, yielded James. What the fuck? Whoops, I'm sorry, said Lucian. You fucking asshole. Asshole 1, James shouted angrily. You guys are such preps, 1-1, Snap said. Oh, it was a mistake, 1. Yeah, it's not his fault, 1-1, said Sirius. No, he ruined the fucking song, yelled Tomorrow. You guys stop, 1-1. I shouted angrily, but it was too late. They all began to fight. Suddenly, Samara took out his knife. Oh, MFG, no, 1-1, shouted Lucian, but it was too late. James tried to shoot off his arm. And then I jumped sexually in front of the bullet. 1-1. No, 1-1-1, yelled at everyone, but it was too late. Suddenly, everything went black. Chapter 39. I am a trolling genius, lols. Disclaimer, I do not own the HP series. I am not the real XXX Bloody Brisk 666 XXX. AN, I am an extremely immature, pathetic idiot girl. I know. Oh, boredom, I cracked this girl's passy for fun, and it took less than 8 minutes to do it too. We'll probably get in a shitload of trouble, which I probably deserve because I'm being a troll right now. Meh. I present to you my crappy part in the story. And take note, I haven't even finished reading this fic yet. Instead, skip over to skim chapter 38. Wait, what? I guess we're just gonna skip that. I guess that's the person who pasted this is fanfic of it. My bro's just sheltering. AN STFU perps get a leaf 11111. You suck 11. Oh, and from now on I'll be in vocation in England until August, so I won't be able to update for a while. Lols. Thanks to everyone who reviled. Expect the preps who flamed. Fuck you. 1. MCR rule 666111. I woke up in the nurse's office on a special gothic coffin. Hagrid was in the bed opposite me in a coma because Vampire and Draco had bet him up. Mr. Norris was cleaning the room. Oh, me Satan, what happened? I screamed. Suddenly Voldemort came. He looked less mean than usual. Get the fuck out, you fucking bastard, 11, I yielded. Thou hast not killed vampire yet, 11, he said angrily. Suddenly he started to cry tears of blood. All selective. Voldemort, OMFG, what's wrong, 11, I asked. Suddenly, Lucien, Professor Sinister, and Sirius came. Bloody Mary and Vampire were with them. Everyone was holding black boxes. Voldemort disappeared. OMFG, MLB, you're alive, 111. Screamed Vampire. I hugged him and Bloody Mary. What the fuck happened? I asked him. Oh my Satan. Am I lick dead now? I gasped. MLB, you were almost shot, 11, said Sirius. But the ballet could not kill you since you were formed another time. But thanks anyway, one said Lucien, holding out his arm. I gasped. He had 2 arms. OMG, I can't believe Vampire's dad shot you, 1, I gasped. Well, to be honest, Snap was possessed by Snap back then, said James. Yeah, he was a spy, Sirius said sadly. He was really a death dealer. And he was such a fucking poser too, 11, said Lucien. He didn't even really know who GC were until I told him. But anyway, everyone started to give me presents. I was opening a black box with red 666s. There was a DVD of Corpse Bride in it. On it when I gasped. Mr. Norris looked up angrily because he hated goths. Hey, has anyone fucking seen Draco? I asked gothically. No, Draco told me he would be watching Hose of Wax, said Professor Tripoli. He doesn't know that you're better. Anyway, the nurse said you could get up. Come on, 1. I got up suicidally. Lucien, Sirius, and Professor Sinister left. I was wearing a black leather nightgown. Under that, I had on a sexy black leather bra trimmed with black lace with a matching sarcophagus doll on the back and sexy fishnets that kind of hooked on to my tongue. If you don't get the idea, massage me, I'll tell you. I put on a black fishnet top under a black MCR t-shirt, a black leather mini with black lace and congrats shoes. I left the hospital's wings with Bloody Mary, Willow and Vampire. OMFG, let's celebrate, 11, gasped Willow. We can go see Hose of Wax with Draco, 1, giggled Vampire. Let's go listen to GC and Carousel 666, 11, said Hermione. We opened the common room door sexily. And then I gasped. Draco was there doing it with Snap. 1. He was wearing a black t-shirt with 666 on the front and baggy jeans. You fucking prep, 11, we all yelled angrily. Yeah, you betrayed us. I didn't know fucking there for some reason. 1 shooted Vampire angrily as he took out his black gun. No, you don't understand, one, screamed Draco sadly as he took his thing out of space. No shit, you fucking suck, you preppy bastard, 111, said Willow, trying to attack him. You rock, girl, 1. I ran suicidally to my room. I sexily took a stake out. NOB, no, 111, screamed Draco, but it was too late. I had slipped my wrist with it. Suddenly everything went black again. Sincerely, and a non-author who will silently not reveal her identity because she's a coward. Okay, just a troll with rocks for brains. Chapter 40. Lol, someone has taken my account over. The idiots know all this was in the docker. I might as well let the whole world see what the real Tara wanted to show us. Have a nice day. AN. STFU preps. Get a life. 11111. You suck. 11. Oh, and from now on, it'll be in vacation in England until like August, so I won't be able to update for a while. Lols. Thanks to everyone who reviled. Expect preps who blamed. Fuck you. 1 MCR rules 666111. I woke up in the nicest of face on a special gothic coffin. Hagrid was in the bed opposite me in a coma. Wait. I thought I already read this. What? Okay. Well, we'll go here. Right? No, here. AN. To everyone in... I bet you probably... Ugh, I can't even read this. Odin knew who Two Road Way is. You're probably all preps and posers. 111 New Way. Someone hacked into me account in November and they put up my last chapter, but now there is a new one. I'm sorry for not updating while I've been really busy. I'm trying to finish the story before that new movie comes out. I'm going on vacation for a month. I won't be back until about 2 weeks. MFG Draco is so hot in all the pics for the damn new movie. I wanted them to put a cameo by Gerard Way. Lol, he should play Draco. If you flame, I'll slit my wrists. 1-1. Raven, you rock girl. Have fun in England. When I woke up, I was in a strange room. I looked around. I was wearing the same outfit I had when is performed with X-Rack Tier X11. I looked around confusedly. It was the nurse's office, but it looked different. On the wall was a pic of Marilyn Manson. 111. Just imagine that he is an 80s gothic band too, okay, cause he is more old than Panic at the Disco or MCR. There was also a gothic black Beatles calendar with a picture of the Beatles wearing eyeliner and black clothes. On it said 1980. OMFG, I'm back in Tim again. 111. I screamed loudly. Suddenly, Satan. This is actually Voldemort for photo reference. Voldemort was wearing a black leather jacket, black tight jeans, and fishnet pants. He looks almost had 1-1. OMFG NOB, are you okay? He asked graphically. Yeah, I'm okay. For your information, I snapped sexily. OMG, am I dead? Because I remembered I had jumped in front of the bullet from Jamie's gun. I also remembered saying Draco doing it with Snap. 111. I guess that when I had slit my wrists, I had went back in time instead of dying. I know I could go forward in time if I found a time turner or that time machine. No, you're not dead, Satan reassured suicidally as he smoked a cigarette sexily, and smoke came all over his face. You're a vampire, so you can't die from a bullet. Come on, let's go see how Harry's dad is doing. Oh, am I peeking the mic? I just noticed. Am I peeking the mic? No, I don't seem to. I just peeked it at some point. Okay. What was I? Oh, you're not dead. Come and see. Let's see how Harry's dad is doing. I knew that the real reason I didn't die from the bullet was because I was from the future. WTF? James almost shot Lucius. I said in the golly. I knew that James had really been possessed, but I didn't want him to know I knew. Yeah, I know, but he had a headache. He was under a lot of stress. Satan reasoned evilly. I guess that's okay, I said, because James hadn't really shot Lucian. Also, I knew that Lucian would have 2 arms instead of 1. I walked seductively outside with Satan. Yeah, I just peeked it. Weird. I just always put the mic down a bit. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Suddenly, I saw a totally sexy gothic diagram here, by the way. 1-1. He had bleached blonde hair with black streaks up to his ears, and he was wearing gothic black liner, a black Green Day shirt. It showed Billy Joel with blonde hair since the 80s, black Converse shoes, and black baggy pants. He walked in all sexily like Jude Way in the video for I Don't 3 you like I did yesterday, and you could see a black tear on his face like the woman in that video. Hey, he said all quietly and got officially. Who the fuck is that? I asked angrily because I did not know him. This is Hedwig 1-1, said Boxymore. He used to be an ex-Black Tier X2, but he had to drop out because he broke his arm. Hey Hedwig, I said seductively, even though I was not trying to be. Lol, hi NOB, he answered. Then he ran away because he had hair of magic creature. He was humming Welcome to the Black Parade under his breath. I know that is not 80s, but pretend it is okay. Bye, I said all sexily. That was Hedwig. He used to be my boyfriend, but we broke up, Satan said sadly, looking at his black nails. OMFG, I can get you back together, I said, fingering something I didn't know was in my pocket. A black coot is what we aim for. Cydio iPod that I could take videos with. Does anyone else know about them? They kick ass. Okay, you can forget about your class for now, Hedwig. I'm going to show you something great. One. I led them to Great Hall. Come on, you guys. Lucian, James, Sirius, and Snake were all in the Great Hall. Lucian wouldn't talk with James because he had tried to shoot him. Go fuck yourself, you fucking douche, she shouted at him. Draco is never going to be friends with Vampire now. 1. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Samara. Snape agreed, but I knew he was lying because it had been his fault. James had almost shot Lucian. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Samara. Snape agreed, but I knew he was... I already read this. Be quiet, you guys, I said sexily. My plan was not working out great. Now I could make Voldemort good without doing it with him. Now Vampire's dead, would never die, and okay, Satan and Hedwig, you guys can stop making it. What the fuck? Isn't Hedwig an owl? What's going on here, man? I said, and started to film them with the iPod. Cool, said Sirius, as Voldemort and Hedwig to make up. We watched as today started to take each other's clothes off sexily. Tomorrow, Sirius, Snake, and Lucian all watched because they were probably bi. I knew Snape was bi. Oh my fucking god, Voldemort, screamed as his Glock touched Voldemort. He's got a gun! But suddenly everything stopped as the door opened and in came Dumbledore and Mr. Norris. 11111. Chapter 42, the Black Parade. Oh my gosh, there's still a lot to go. And OMG, the new book is coming out really soon. I can't wait. 11111. I think that Snap will be really the same person as Voldemort, because they are both half-blood, so that will explain why he killed Dumbledore and he hated Harry. 1111. And Andy, then Harry will have to commit suicide, so Voldemort will die, because he will really be a Horcrux. 111. OMG, I hope Draco and Harry get together. That will be so stressful. If they don't, then JKR is homophobic. 11111. Thanks for the help with facts. Medusa, you rock. 111. I sat depressedly in Dumbledore's office with Hedwig, Satan, James, Sirius, Snap, and Lucian. Dumbledore was sitting in front of us cruelly. He looked more young than he did in the future. He had taken the iPod away and was now listening to a shitty Avril Lavigne song. What the hell is this anyway? He cackled meanly. I hoped he didn't find out that I was from another time. Whatever you do, don't blame Ibony, you jerk, Satan said. Yeah, seriously, she was trying to get Satan and Hedwig back together, Sirius said deviantly. Be quiet, you Satanists, Dumbledore cockled. If you're lucky, I'll probably send you all to Azkaban. That'll teach you to copulate in the Great Hall. He changed the song on the iPod to an NSYNC song. Suddenly I noticed something strong about the iPod. It was slowly chonging. Dumbledore didn't notice. You fucking poser, I muttered. I bet you've never heard of GC, James said. I knew what the iPod was chonging into. Morty McFly's time machine, 1-1. Shut up, Joms, Draco's dad shouted. Wait, where is it? Here. Yeah, shut up, Snake said preppily. No, you shut up, Dumbledore, 111 said Tom. I've had enough of you Satanists in my school, shouted Dumbledore furiously. Suddenly I grabbed the iPod from him. Everyone, jump in before it's too late. I jumped into it. But only one other person jumped in. It was Satan. You dunderheads, 11111, screamed Dumbledore wisely as we went. I looked around. I was in the Slytherin common room with Satan. I was wearing a black plaid miniskirt with hot pink fishnets, sexy black MCR corset, and black stiletto boots with pink pentagrams on them. My earrings were Blake Satanisms, and my raven hair was all around me to my mid-back. Hey, cool, where is this? He asked in an emo voice. This is the future. Dumbledore's iPad that he tried to take away from me was really also a tin machine, I told him. Cool, what's an iPad? She whimpered. It's something you use to listen to music, I added. OMFG, cool. Wait, what's a four-letter word for dirt? He asked in a sexy voice. I guess sand, I lied confusedly. Yeah, I was just trying to make sure you were still the same person, he triumphantly giggled. Suddenly, some of my friends walked in. OMG, you're fucking alive, said Jenny, wearing a black leather jacket, black baggy pants, and a gothic black from first to last shirt. I explained to her why I was alive. "Konnichiwa, bitch," said Willow. She was wearing a black corset showing off her boobs, with lace all around it and red stips on it. With it, she was wearing a black lower miniskirt, big black boots, white foundation, black eyeliner, red eyeshadow, and black lipstick. "Hey motherfucker," said Diablo with his red hair. He was wearing a black Panic at the Disco t-shirt and black baggy pants. "Hey, who's those?" Ibony, Bloody Mary questioned as she walked in wearing a black t-shirt and with a red pentagram on it, with lace at the bottom, red leather pants with black lace and black stilettos. "Oh, it's Satan," I told her, and she nodded, knowing the truth. Suddenly Satan started to cry. "Are you okay, Satan?" we asked concernedly. "I'm FG, you're from the future one. What if you don't like me anymore because we're from different times?" he asked. "No, I still like you," I said sexily to him. "Okay," he said reassuredly. I let him listen to Teenagers by MCR on my iPad while I was about to go outside to find out some things. I gave Diablo a signal to keep Satan occupied. Satan fell asleep. I took the iPad. I was about to walk outside. Professor Sinister ran in. She was wearing a gothic black mini dress with depressing black stripes, white and black stripped tights, and red Converse shoes. She was wearing lots of black eyeliner. "Oh my fucking god, where's Draco 111? How did Snap get back here?" I thought he was in Azerbaijan. Sadly. "Ebony, I was so worried about you, but I know you can't fucking die because you're a vampire. Snape came back because that girl Brittany freed him. I never liked her, she was a bad student," Trevor Lee said reassuredly. "That bitch won. Did she also free Hagrid and Lupin?" I shouted angrily. I hated Brittany because she was a fucking prep. "Yes, they are on the loose at the school. Dumbledore is back. Cornelia is on his way to help everyone. Tell everyone you see to lock themselves in the conman room," Travelry said worriedly. "Okay, but where's Draco? How come he was doing the Snap?" I don't know why, but I know he almost tried to commit suicide after he saw you almost kill yourself," she said. "OMG, that's terrible," I gasped. Satan was still asleep, so he couldn't tell what was going on. And I said, "Listen everyone, I had something important to do. In her everyone stay." With that, I ran out. "Good luck, Tara 1-1, everyone cried. I ran sexily down the stairs, into the Great Hall, while the portraits around looked at me scaredly. There was hardly anyone else in the stairs. Indeed, there was... Jesus, getting tiresome. Was an atmosphere of horror. On the way, I saw Brittany laughing on the stairs. She was wearing a slightly pink shirt with flowers on it, a blue jean shirt, Abercrombie and pink stilettos. She looked just like a pentagram of those fucking preps, Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan. "You fucking bitch," I shouted angrily. "No, you're totally a bitch. Now Voldemort would, totally kill you," she laughed. "Crucius, one!" I shouted selectively, pontificating my black wand, and she started screaming because she was being tortured, and I laughed sadistically. "No one, help me! One, please, one!" Brittany screamed terrifiedly. I put up my middle finger at her. In her hand, I saw the video camera snake a Lumpin had used to take the video of me. I put the tape of Voldemort doing it with him on it. Then I continued to run round down the stairs with the camera. When I had reached the Great Hall, I saw Vampire Paul. "OMG, Vampira 111, I yielded. We hugged each other happily. He looked at me with his gothic red eyes and spiky black hair. Around them were black eyeliner and eyeshadow. He was wearing a black leather Jackson, leather pants, a Panic at the Disco concert shirt, and his black Congress shoes. He looked more like Joel from Good Charlotte than ever. Did you hear her song, The River It Rocks? One. I was so worried you died, moaned Vampire. I know, but I'm a vampire, lols. When I woke up, I was back in 1980. I bought Voldemort from when he was young with me. Where's Draco? I asked spuriously. Draco, you mean that fucking poser who betrayed you? Vampire snarkled with anger in his sexy voice. I know, but we have to find him, I said smarty. I'd do it then. And Harry said angstily. Okay, I agreed. Suddenly, all the lights in the room went out, and then the Dark Mark appeared. Oh my fucking Satan, Harry shouted. I think Voldemort has arrived, I said anxiously. Fuck, I have to find Draco one. I guess we should separate. Okay, Vampire said. Diaperating? Sadly, I ran into the Great Hall. Chapter 43. I think after this I will have about 2 or 3 more chapters. No, please end. Thanks to all me reviewers who are not thus famous. If you're famous and sorry, then you suck 111. If you flame, then fuck you. I walked sexily into the Great Hall. It was empty except for one person. Draco was there. He sat there in deadly bloom in his black 666 t-shirt and his baggy black pants. He had slit his wrist 111. I felt mad at him for having sex with Snape. I felt sorry for him. He looked just like Gerard Way with his red eyes and his pale white face. Draco, are you okay? I asked. I'm not okay, he screamed depressedly. I thought of the MCR song and I got even more depressed because that song always makes me cry. I gave him a pot cigarette and he started to smoke it. Oh Draco, why did you do it with a fucking bastard Snape? I asked teardily. Draco began to say about suddenly Lupin and Mr. Norris apparated into the room. They didn't see us. I'm so glad me and Snape were freed, said Lupin. Damn, this job would be great if it wasn't for the fucking students, Mr. Norris agreed. Hop Adelim 111, I yelled angrily, pointing my wand at them. No one, Lupin shouted as chains came on him. Mr. Norris ran away. You fucking pearl, I said, laughing with depths of evil and depressedness in my voice. Now you have to tell us where Voldemort is, or I'm going to torture you. I don't know where he is, 1111, said Lupin. Suddenly, Satan and Vampire ran into the room. Vampire didn't know who Satan was really. Oh my Satan, we were so worried about you guys, one Vampire said. I looked sexily at Draco with his gothic red eyes with contacts. Black t-shirt that said 666 on it, and pale skin like Gerard Way. Vampire with his... Freaking hell, these descriptions, man. Sexy back here, red eyes, just like Frank Iuro and Satan, who looked just like Brendan Urie then. I selectively took the caramel from my pocket, and then I began... Lupin gasped. Draco began to take all of his clothes off. It's always spelled like the garlic, isn't it? And I could see his white sex pack. Then Vampire took his clothes off too. We all began making out together sexually. I took off my black leather bra, my black lace, the rest of my hood. Everyone took their Glocks out except for me. I'm a girl. Well, girls don't have guns? What? Oh me Satan! Draco, I screamed as he put his in my thingy. Then he did the same thing to Harry. I began making out with Satan and he joined in. Oh mess, 111, cried Vampire. Oh Vampire, Vampire, I screamed. Oh Satan, yelled Harry, please your What the hell is this fanfiction, man? Lupin watched in shock. We took turns doing torture curses on him because we were all sadists. Suddenly, a big black car that said 666 on the license plate flew straight through the windows, and Snap was in it. 1-1. Chapter 44. Well, I have nothing to say, but everyone stop glamming, okay? 1-1. If any gothic people are reading this, then you rock. 1-1. OMG, I still can't wait till the movie one. Tom Fletton is so... I hope Harry will become gothic, because me friend told me he is really emo in this book. Oh man, IMFG, I'm leaving in Dubia pretty soon, can't wait. This will probably be the last chapter until I come back. That's me car shooting. We're very close to the end before the post face. That's me car, shooted Draco angrily, but suddenly it was revealed who was in the car. It was Snape. I shall free you, Lupin, but first you must help me kill those idiotic dunderheads, he said cruelly from the car. As it flew circumcising above us.
Ebony Darkness, Dimensional Raven Way must be killed. Then the Dark Lord shall never die. You fucking prep, yelled Draco, then he looked at me sadly. Got to tell you, Ebony. Snake made me deal with him. I didn't really want to, but he's a rapist. We all put our clothes on quickly except Satan. We also scarred one, but Satan didn't change. Instead, he changed into a man with green eyes, no nose, a grey robe, and white skin. He changed into Voldemort. 111. I knew who thou were all along, he cackled evilly and sarcastically at me. Thou shalt kill Theo. Thunder came in that room. No, please don't kill us, pleaded Vampire. Suddenly, Willow, Bloody Mary, Diablo, Jenny, Dracula, Fred and George, Hagrid, McGonagall, Dumbledore, Sirius, and Lucian all ran in. What is the meaning of this? Dumbledore asked all angrily, and Voldemort looked away because Dumbledore is the only wizard he is scared of. He did a spell and suddenly his broomstick came to him. Voldemort flew above the roof evilly on his broomstick. Oh my god, Stugborn gasped. Get it because I'm gothic. The Dark Lord shall kill all of you, then you must submit to him, Snape. You fucking preppy F words, Sirius shouted angrily. I know a 4-letter word for dirt. Cruciatus, screamed Harry, but the sparks from his wand only hit Draco's car. It fell down, snapped, quickly crawled out of it and picked up the video camera. Oh my god, one, I cried because the video of me in the bathroom, the video of me doing it with, the video of Satan doing it with, yeah, it's just blank. If you kill me, then these videos will be shown to everyone in the school. Then you can just be like that gothic girl, Paris Hilton. He laughed meanly. No, I screamed. FYI, I have a picture of you doing it with Lupin 1-1. What's she talking about? Lupin slurped as he sat in chains. I saw too. She's gonna everyone the picture 111. Harry shouted angrily. Shut up, 111. Lupin roared. Foolish ignoramuses, yelled Voldemort from his broomstick. Thou shalt all die soon. Think again, you fucking muggle poser, one, Harry yelled. And then he and Diablo and Naval both took out black guns. But Voldemort took out his own one. You guys are in a Latin standoff, 111, I shouted despairingly. Echoed Neville's wand, 1-1, cried Voldemort, and suddenly Neville's wind was in his hands. Now I shall kill Theo, and Ebony, you will die, 1-1-1-1. He made lightning come all over the place. Save us, Ebony, Dumbledore cried. I cried sexily. I just wanted to go to the conman room and slip my wrist with me friends while we watched Shark Attack 3 and saw to do Draco, but I knew I had to do something more important. Abracadabra! 1-1-1, I shouted. That was the last update of my Immortal that I know of. I hope you all enjoyed that. I logged back into this account to laugh at my old fanfiction with my friends, mainly Never Ending Night, the stupid Twilight fic I wrote when I was 11. So you're all still viewing and commenting this on so many years later. That's pretty amazing. I'm sure the original author appreciates it. Oh, bye now, friends. I hope you never read something as awful as my Immortal ever again. So yeah, that was my Immortal. But yeah, anticlimactic, but I thought it was funny all the same. I finally finished it! Hooray! Oh man. So yeah, if you ever hear someone reference Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way, then you know who it's referring to. My brain is melt. Honestly, mine too. I think I'll be going into the conmen room and eating some food in a bit. Or would it be spelled feared or something? I don't know. I'll be eating a truly gothic meal in a bit. Yeah, I thought I'd share this with you guys because I missed Friday and Friday was gonna be this. Kind of fits the theme of, I guess, spooky, quote-unquote, themed stories. Sorry I missed some of it. That's okay, Mo, bro. If you ever want to, like, scrub back and look at it, you can. We're on YouTube after all. If you don't, that's completely fine. I understand. I'm just glad you enjoyed it, if you did. I shouldn't assume anything. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be gaming again, as I usually do. We're going to be playing Pokemon Insurgents. My favourite Pokemon game. I'm just going to say, yeah, my favourite Pokemon game of all time. I like it more than the official stuff. Honestly. And we'll see how it goes for the rest of the week, because I've got the weekend free to edit, so I can work on editing stuff and figuring out how that all works on the weekend, I think. Meaning day after I can probably do some gaming, and then I might take Thursday off just to upload shorts and stuff. And Friday I'll be back on my bullshit of reading spooky stories. Or just, you know, Halloween themed stuff in general. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll be out on the normal, not boring, but, you know, predictable content tomorrow. There we go. I think I'm gonna play some Immortal or something as well. So that'll be my other gaming video for the week. And I can't remember if it was you, Mobro, or Yuki who recommended a game. I'm gonna look into that. If I can play it, I'll play it. I'll do my research. Because it's important to take suggestions and stuff. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. I'm gonna go eat dinner because I am starving. Love you, Pumpkin Patch. Hope you had a good one. And good night. Or good morning, or good afternoon, or whatever. Whatever time it is where you are. Bye!